At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Yeah, what's up, girl? I just been thinking about you. Needed to call you. You've been on my mind. I mean, I really miss you, you know. I've been sitting here thinking. I was thinking about you, holding your picture tight to my chest. You know, just full nude. I put the, got oil in my chest, just rubbing it in, you know. I'm just taking all these pictures and just putting up around, sitting naked in the room while I rub myself, just thinking about that gorgeous face, you know. And I take a little hot wax and I pour that on myself and it burns. But that's how love feels, you know, 'cause I love you, girl. I need you. I need to be with you. You know, I would do anything. I would take I put live lobsters all over me. If it mean I could be with you, you know. I even let one of them pinches there get on my nipple, you know what I'm saying? If it mean I could spend 1 minute with you, you know. I'd even take boiling water and I'd throw that right on my junk, you know what I'm saying? It may not work no more, but, it may heal someday and then we could be together, you know. 'Cause it's serious. It's how serious my love is for you. You know what I'm saying? I would eat food that I'm allergic to. You know what I'm saying? Just if I could feel your hot breath on my neck. You know what I'm saying? I'd probably even eat the tartar in between your teeth. For me, I could be with you. I love you. I miss you, girl. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. Peace.
Looking right past, got me thinking back. Your boy never ever was the one pick last. Yeah, I've been a real one, homie, that's facts. Roll one, pour one, pop one, and relax. I've been so gone, always in the wrong. I spend my whole life, so let's all get along. Fuck that, fuck all, only with the truth. And if you ain't damn, I ain't fucking with you till my day come through. Till my face turn blue, no one can play me. Fuck you, Fugazi, on the wave lately. Got me feeling crazy, and I won't stop. You can't fucking make me. I'm in the cloud on loud where I'm at now. By myself, ain't no one around. Shoot the shake and pull the shots, throw it back now. Roll one, pop one, then I black out. I don't really fuck with no one. I don't really fuck with no one. You ain't got drugs, what the fuck are you want? I don't really fuck with no one. I don't really fuck with no one. You ain't got drugs, what the fuck are you want? 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 I don't really fuck with no one. I don't really fuck with no one. I don't really fuck with no one. Smoking with my real one. Hit the fridge and I grab me a cold one. I'm looking at the pound and I gotta break it down at the same time. Both say roll one. I'ma live forever. Always been the one that had my shit together. Whether I've been high my whole damn life, I'ma still do me. Collect the check. Whatever's left is next. I'ma take it all. Your boy been the boss. I've been higher than y'all. Yeah, got you in for the home side. They always rooting for the boy, that's no lie. But I don't really fuck with no one. Handle that shit in no time. I ain't never need no cosign. Roll up, let's go get so high. I don't really fuck with no one. I don't really fuck with no one. You ain't got drugs, what the fuck are you want? I don't really fuck with no one. I don't really fuck with no one. You ain't got drugs, what the fuck are you want? 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 I don't really fuck with no one. I don't really fuck with no one. I don't really fuck with no one. Playing on the cloud.
Warning: this show contains content and language some may find offensive. It is intended for mature audiences only. If you are easily offended, do not like to hear explicit language, or just have a whack and horrible sense of humor, you should probably stop watching right now. If you are still here, it means you are awesome and want to have a good time with us. If that's the case, we salute you. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, where is it? Why haven't they found it?
Veruca, sweetheart, I'm not a magician. Give me time.
I want it now. What's the matter with those twats down there?
Yo, what is good, yo? It's the motherfucking Just Being Frank show. If you didn't know, I'm pretty sure you already know. I'm your guest.
I'm your guest.
I'm your guest.
Your guest.
I fuck up my own intro. I'm your host, Frank. We got I on the boards. We got these two motherfuckers running late. They'll be here shortly. Let's get these on now while we're at it.
Murder. Good evening and good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, another week, another Thursday.
I know, I look forward to it every single time.
How's your week been?
It was wonderful. Some top chick at my job got fired, and I love that for us. I gave a round of applause when they announced it.
Wait, you got fired? Or she
No.
She got fired. They announced it across the whole school?
Yeah, because of her position. Top dog. And instead of like firing her, they simply we're not gonna pan to the empty chairs.
No.
Or
that's crazy though to announce it.
Oh no, she did some wild foolishness, and it finally just caught up to her. She is the walking sexual harassment case.
Really?
Absolutely.
Usually don't hear it with the chicks as much.
First conversation. Oh, are you gay? And I said, do you take black dick? Because since we're crossing lines.
Yeah, how you doing?
Right.
My name's I.
Straight like that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but if that was first introduction, you get what I'm saying? Like,
so let me ask you this though,
sets
right?
the tone.
So, there's always a shit ton of those clips like on YouTube, TikTok and all that good shit. Like, it's always, all the chicks that are on the dude shows that are talking about how they want a man, this and that. Where was I going with this? So, but I guess where I was going with it is like watching that shit and so forth and talk with, like, you come to find out like some women are actually way worse than dudes when it comes to like saying over the top shit.
Oh yeah.
But they generally speaking can get away with that shit.
Absolutely.
Whereas we're creeps.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I was literally it's not really related to that per se, but I was literally just watching a clip where and I kind of get what she's saying, but a chick was talking about how instead of a dude coming up to her and be like, wow, you're really attractive, let me get your number or your snap or whatever, they're like, if you just walk up and be like, hey, I just want to let you know you're pretty and just walk off. And I'm like, I can see how that's different, than like most of the thirsty dudes, but I'm like, but if you're attracted to that and the dude walks off, how you going to get his number?
How are you going to get... In this day and age, I promise you'll open up your Facebook or your Instagram right after that, and people you may know.
Yeah, mind you, I'm not saying it's impossible.
No, yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean? But like, if you're in a big metropolis, say New York,
you're in the city,
Boston,
right.
There's a good chance you are never seeing that person again.
Never.
There's people in Springfield that I've seen once in my life that are from here. You know what I mean? And we're not a big city at all.
100%.
So it's just crazy to me. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's so many and again, I can't categorize every single woman because obviously I have no clue, and I can't categorize every man, right? But I feel like there's such high standard. Like women are allowed to have standards, like high standards for men.
But so are men.
We can, but if we are public with those, like we can share those with our peoples,
which is
like
crazy,
with our boys.
right?
But if we kind of come out with it, we'll get blasted. Oh, you're a fucking
right. Like
pig.
so, you dating like you bringing around a stripper, right? For example. That's not acceptable. I mean, your friends might dap you up and be like, "Oh yeah."
What if I was really into her though?
That's your business. And we will still say hello, but we'll know that, ooh, she been around the block.
Well, especially if I'm coming up and be like, look at these spreadsheets.
Right.
spreads that she's got.
So it was funny. A couple of weeks ago, there was this chick on Facebook. Her body count list was leaked.
I heard about that.
80 plus niggas. Like,
I would say that's crazy, but then I'd be a hypocrite.
right, because it you know, there's just a double standard there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we expect women to be pristine and untouched, you know?
So you know what? And
that's the hot commodity,
I
the
understand where
untouched.
you're going with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
My shit is it's not so much that they need to be pristine, right? I guess the reason what makes me biased, right, only is because I look at it as women are the gatekeepers, right? Men are gonna try regardless.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's up to the woman, unless obviously something horrible happens,
Right.
whether or not it really goes down. You know what I mean? So
100%.
I think dudes are always just gonna throw it out there or try because it's like you never know. Because if she's not down,
You miss
it
every
ain't
shot you
happening.
don't take,
Right,
you know?
right. So in that regards, like, yeah, we're always going to be way more upfront about it, and it's going to be expected out of us. We're going to celebrate it with one another.
But in that same breath, right? The female that's like more reserved. So say you're at a bar or at a club. You got the girl who's not really doing anything in the friend group of 3, right? But you have the 2 other ones that are all over the place. Your attraction usually is to the girl like, I'm you know what I'm saying?
Actually,
I sucked 2 dicks at one time. I lick your gooch. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
so
But that's the girl that gets picked.
I don't see.
9
I don't
times out
wanna
of 10.
fuck- Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
not
well,
you, but
well, no, because you want to know what it is with those type of chicks will just kind of throw themselves. Like it's not much effort. You know what I'm saying? And it depends on what you're going for the bar to the bar for. So like if you're going to just to like drink, get drunk, and just hook up, then yeah, you're gonna go for that girl because you know that's not gonna take much. But if you were trying to actually get something like find someone that might actually have some significance, I'd be all about trying to talk with the chick that is not really talking.
right. But then that's the toss up. Who do you want to be that night?
I don't know. So now, this point in my life, I'm kind of turned off with the chick that throws herself all over me.
Who's
Like,
sloppy
I don't,
drunk and
yeah,
just
I don't
all
want
over the
that
place.
shit because all I'm thinking about is how many other dudes she's done this with.
Right.
And and now, mind you, like, I don't know, it's weird. This sounds fucked up, right? But there's something about the fact that a man enters a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, you know, I could think about it as like
There we
the
go with the
other
double standard.
It is a double standard. I am not going to sit here and be a hypocrite whatsoever, right? But I think about that shit. Like, if I'm having sex with a chick I don't know, like, I like to get nasty and shit, but I'm just like, now I'm not going to.
You're not sucking toes and licking booty
No,
holes
but I
for the
mean,
girl you just met.
I have no problem like going down on a chick, but definitely a chick that I just met. Hell, the fuck no. But if that's all I'm thinking about,
But you
I'll
expect
be
her to give
completely
you
turned off.
fellatio.
Not necessarily. What up, Chuzette? So I don't expect nothing. You know, when it boils down to it, I like to let things lead to the way they're going to lead. And I know I've been with some chicks that really aren't big on that type of shit, which ultimately is someone that I wouldn't stay with because I just like someone that's sexually free and we can just have fun and do whatever. But it's not like, you
So
know,
why even waste your time?
I mean, if I still think she's hot, I could just straight fuck. I'm fine with that.
That's terrible.
What? I mean, so,
Where
so,
are your standards? Where are your standards?
what if she's a dime piece?
Where are your standards?
My standards when it's coming to just hook up is just attractiveness.
Yeah, but hookups are like
Yeah.
trash.
This is good shit.
Hookups are not safe.
No, honestly, I might like nowadays I don't really be doing that shit. You know, once in a great while if there's somebody I know, but I actually like
Somebody you
talk.
know.
I
right?
talk to him
So-
at least. You know, we get to know. There's banter back and forth and shit. Maybe talk for a couple of days and then get up. I don't really go out to bars and just pull chicks like that anymore.
Right.
There's
That's not
been-
your scene anymore, though.
No. And, you know, there's been times where, like, because I don't really go out much anymore when I used to go out, like, every single fucking weekend, whether it was a show or another event, whatever the case may be. And, like, one of the last times I went up to Northampton, one of my favorite little places, even though it's kind of a hole in the wall, but it's always a great time, always great loud music, Bishop's Lounge. I'm not sure if you ever heard of Bishop's
heard of
Lounge.
it, yep.
I love Bishop's Lounge, right? So, I don't know if it was just my pheromones were pumping or what it was, but there was just like at least 5 different chicks that like were very obviously into me. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, like
Were they throwing themselves, or were they just hinting slightly?
one of them really did. And she was like, you know, she lived from out of state, was going back home in a couple of days. Probably could have got really crazy with her and sent her home. But
this-
I don't know. There was just like, because I don't want to worry about like, you know, am I gonna get herpes or like it's just some
Right.
drama.
There's shit that's so simple.
Is her
There's some
man
kissing
at-
you could get. You know what I'm saying?
And is her man at the hotel room? He doesn't even know she's out. out here doing this, and he's gonna fucking. They got locations on. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody
Gonna
pulling up
roll up me on
wherever you
buck ass
are.
naked.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Pow, 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 pow.
I just think about bad shit now. You know what I'm saying? When I didn't give a fuck when I was younger.
When did you start caring?
I would say after having a girl for 15 years. After that,
But you were serious about, your situation when you were in it.
yeah. I mean, we had kids the whole nine. Like that was at the time that was my wife. You know what I'm saying? Even though we weren't legally married, but before I got with her, I didn't really give a fuck. I mean, as long as they were attractive to me, it's on. Game on.
But attraction is fleeting. So like you rather.
In those cases,
so off
I was
I'm
primarily
somebody
all about
who's long
looks.
term. You know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong. I prefer a long-term relationship with someone that I can really be with. I know they're not fucking around with other people. We're just dedicated to one another. I'd much prefer that situation. But there was times in my life where I didn't want that shit. You know what I mean? And I still wanted to fuck.
I just want to.
Want some of this?
Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna put my thumb in her butt.
But you know what? I don't know. I think after a while too, you get kind of bored with the empty sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, where I want something that's like where I know the person, like we're comfortable with one another, like in and out, and can kind of explore. I like to try and have chicks do things that they've kind of like never experienced before.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, don't get me wrong, but I didn't really realize until I got a little bit older and talked with a lot of different women that a lot of guys are really just one-track minded individuals. They fuck for them to fuck.
For their pleasure.
For their
and
pleasure.
Not for the
right.
pleasure of the
Where
other party.
I've always been kind of the opposite. Like I feel almost like ashamed if I can't. I mean, mind you, luckily I've never felt this way many times. I can't say I've made every girl fucking instantly come, right? But I've never really had to experience that.
Right.
So, but yeah, I get off when a girl gets off. You know what I'm saying? That's more of a turn on for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost feel like I can't. Like I'll hold back that nut until she at least nuts once. Just once. and to the point you get to the point where you're just like, you know what? It's not happening. Just come. And I'll be all right. Fuck it. I gave it a shot though. At least the effort was there.
We tried. A for effort.
Yeah, man.
But that can't feel good.
What's that?
You didn't reach the target.
Oh yeah, no, it's not a confidence booster. Definitely not. Yo, some women are mad easy and some women are not that easy. I find most of the women that are not easy are usually for one or two reasons. One of the reasons is they could be on medications, right? I know you're saying what's up. So, no, I know. I just want to give you a chance to say what's up. So I think some of them are on medications, right? Because some medications fuck with your body.
But some people
right?
just don't.
That's my second thing. But I primarily think it's because they don't know themselves.
Nah.
Unless it's that person, they're just not really into it.
At your age?
I mean, I think I'm not saying my age.
No. I'm because I'm speaking to you.
I mean, there could be still people of men and women in my age range that haven't really learned themselves. Guys, it's much easier though. Like,
yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I think it's easier for a guy.
I can't speak for every woman. It is easier. Everything's easier for you guys.
If it wasn't easier for guys, women would have pre-ejaculation problems. You know what I'm saying?
His face.
No, I have cups out because I have this liquid THC that I suggested to take half a cup, so I have 2 bottles. So when leg comes, you
get
take,
out the
you take a
camera
half a
shot,
cup.
sucker. We live. You late.
Yeah, bro. Why are you late?
We live and you late.
I don't ask anything from you, except to be here on time.
Was there a game?
Yeah. I'd suggest not using those.
He didn't answer me, so whatever.
Nah. You know what? I'm good because I got Fireball.
Ew.
I like Fireball.
You live a dirty life.
Dirty. Yeah.
Thank you. You could have left it over there. So like a pour his up.
So what do you think? Do you think squirting's pee or do you think it's something else?
Oh wow. Don't ask me these questions.
Well, you're a woman.
Exactly.
Right. So tell me. They
What?
do.
No. Please don't fuck all the holes.
No, what? Well, shit. If you're able to fuck the little hole that the pee comes out of, that's crazy.
No, I'm saying what. If they're squirting, what hole is it coming out of? And
Right.
that's what's determining
what's going on.
I don't know. This is all I'll say. In my experiences, is it don't smell like urine. And
It's clear.
I have had some in my mouth, and it doesn't taste like urine.
I've actually, yes.
I'm not saying there's no urine in it.
I've seen this debate online.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm not saying that there could be some urine in it. I'm not going to kid
They
you.
say it's such a
There
low
was, like, people
percentage
with
that you wouldn't
PhDs
even.
saying that it is urine.
So, but
It's not urine.
But what I'm saying though is no. There's definitely not. Then if that's the case, how the fuck are women able to just to like cream come? Because they be doing that shit. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, well, I think you don't think that's diet.
Bring the mic up. sir.
No,
This is your first time here?
Knock it off.
definitely not.
You're new to the game?
I'm not saying the guy can't contribute to it, but
To
no.
the creaminess?
Like if you're talking about Tim too, that's actually like the pre-cum.
Yeah, I
But
think
your
diet. I
pre-cum
think
is
diet. I think diet determines the. I think diet and frequency of the sex determines.
Well, most certainly, I'm not talking about what causes it. I'm just saying if a woman secretes, she gets wet.
Okay.
That's not urine.
Women like would. It's not the same consistency.
I'm not suggest like.
No, but it's not the
But
same.
you just get what I'm saying, though. They're able to produce another liquid from their body that's definitely not urine. So why can't they not be able to squirt?
But what I'm saying is,
But everybody doesn't squirt either, which is interesting.
But I'm saying the
Yeah.
liquid that they're secreting doesn't feel like the squirting liquid nor pee.
No, yeah, all of it's kind of
It's its
different.
own-
Yeah, all of it's different.
You guys been peed on before?
I have by
No, I don't know.
accident.
I'm not signing up for that.
I've had like wicked drunken sex with. Just,
You're just a guy that likes to check boxes.
That's it.
well, I've peed on chicks too.
See,
Yep,
checking
yep,
it.
yep. Well, we knew
I
that.
was
We talked about that before.
Never really liked it though.
I mean,
I didn't care
it's
for
not
it.
your thing.
How does it begin though? Like, is this something she's like? What? Like,
It's
how does
it was
this-
always requested by the chick.
That's interesting.
100%.
What has she been through?
right. Where she
It only
just, like,
happened to me 2 times though. Don't get me wrong.
Two
many.
times is a lot in your lifespan.
That
The-
means you
the
got something going on over there,
first
Frank. If the
time-
woman's just like, whoa, hold it, just pee on me.
The first. no, the first time there was a lot of drugs involved.
Got you.
And it was just caught up in the moment where it just like happened to be in a situation where it was like,
And you were just
piss on
locked
me,
and
I was
loaded?
just like, fuck it. I mean, like not locked and loaded, but it was almost instant. Like, you know, when you drink, once you pop the top.
So it was
you
kind of
can
like
take
you
a
were on
piss
the
at
brink.
any point.
I got you.
I was already having to take a
Yeah,
piss.
you
pretty
could
much.
control it, but it
Correct.
But it was.
Yeah. It wasn't that scenario where like, oh, I'm doing
Was
the
it heavy
dance.
flow? Heavy flow?
You had a full stream?
I think it actually was like I busted down
Trickles.
a good piss. But
Wow.
That's nasty.
That shit had pressure.
Great.
yeah, like it sprayed.
Like all joking aside,
I
like it
don't
was
know,
a
bro.
mess.
I was so fucked up. I only
Oh.
remember the shit that really happened.
That was
I
in her
can't-
space, I hope.
No, but I don't recall it. Like, I don't think it was like having to take a long piss or anything
Are you
like that.
standing?
Yes, she was down on the toilet.
I mean, how do you?
Oh, and you're in the bathroom?
Well, at one point we were, she was over the toilet, bent over. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking
she
her
was
doggy
like-
style.
and
then
she was like,
she
"Freaky,
turned around,
piss
sucked
on
me
me."
off after I was fucking her, and then
Oh, you had a lot going on.
just backed up and was like piss on me, and like I knew it was her
On the
chest. Like she
floor?
didn't want her. Oh, I pissed that. Like we got all types of bodily fluids in that bathroom. It was horrible.
This was the bathroom, but
And it wasn't mine, and I left directly, like not almost directly.
you would have
after.
to.
Yeah,
There's a lot going on.
yeah,
All these fluids on you,
Shoes
all this
wet.
DNA.
round up real quick.
well, that's crazy.
Right, glad
And you
you
still
guys-
arrived after?
Now,
pissing?
mind you,
Oh yeah, there's that part.
what's that?
Can you arrive after?
Peeing.
I don't actually think I did. I don't think I came. That I think something happened.
Just slaughterhouse.
We just like it ended in one of those
It's a pissy
scenarios
pot.
where like it didn't. You weren't even stressed. Like you were just like it was just the cue to go. Like you were done fucking. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
And there's like people banging on the door. You know what I'm saying?
I
It
got
was-
you. It was getting to that point.
It was like, all right, I don't have. We'll finish this later. You know what I mean? I'm not pissing on you again. No. And then the other time, we were drunk, but you know, it wasn't super
Same
fucked up.
shorty or
No, different chick. And
She asked you.
yeah, she. That was like,
or
but
was it more like a
it-
conversation?
No, it was just a request that caught up in the moment, but it was weird afterwards, kind of.
fucking.
You know what I'm saying? Where the other one, we were so fucked up, like we just pulled our clothes on, went about our night, like not really thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Beyond that moment, the other scenario was like it got kind of like I don't know. I was kind of weirded out by it. I was like,
So what-
I'm like,
so-
when I'm supposed to touch you now? Like you got like hop in the shower. You know
So
what I mean?
when is too much too much?
Where is the line?
Like, where's your line?
I don't actually have a line. It just if I experience it and I don't like it, I'm very vocal about it. Like, nah, I'm not doing it. I don't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying?
Even like you try something out and it's just not working in the moment, you're just like, nah, this is not working.
Correct.
You're very like outspoken during sex.
I wouldn't say I talk a lot, but I have no problem like giving demands or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
Like, nah, this.
Or sometimes I can be dominated, but I'm not really.
Have you been?
Nah, not like the real BDMS shit.
No, not like that, but like
into that shit.
But even like
just like role play. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what about other dominant? Just having a female that kind of like
kicks you your nut.
chooses the position.
I have no problem. I have no problem with a chick telling me what
taking. Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't have to be in control. No, I'm more like, again. If it's a quick fuck, then we just quick fucking. Obviously, there's nothing to that, right?
Is that
you
a
know
plan?
What I'm saying? No, I don't think I've ever had a planned quick fuck. It's always been, unless the shit was so good, it was a quick fuck.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise than that, it's usually always waking up in the morning, spur of the moment. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? There's sometimes it's been real quick in a bathroom or something, at a party or whatever. But otherwise than that,
what's the craziest place you've like done it in?
Oh, bro, I've fucked in all types of public bathrooms.
That's nasty.
Multiple?
In cars while we're driving.
While driving?
I drove before, like in different situations, but I don't think I
And
did.
she's riding you?
I don't know if
It's the only way to do it.
I don't know if we fucked though while I was driving. I think I only got primarily head and like did shit to chicks.
Interesting.
We pretty much displaying it. If driver looked over, we weren't hiding shit. You know what I'm saying? It was just, it is what it is. I've done it out in public. It was always
Like how much of a
I was always drunk though. Don't get me wrong. Like right out in front of
Like
somewhere.
in a
Nighttime.
field? Like where
Nighttime.
ducks are,
no.
like, waddling?
Nighttime on the street, right on a porch.
Oh.
On a main street?
No, usually on site houses. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
but
saying?
on a main street, nobody's looking.
I mean, you could do it. Hi, Ma. All right, change the subject.
Hey, mama.
Yeah, like I said, mind you, I sound like a supreme deviant all the time. I'm not.
You
Like,
don't.
I've had regular sex, like when nothing's like beyond.
Well, what's regular? This is funny.
Primarily
now.
just
what's regular?
fucking
Missionary.
Yeah, or from behind, like on the sides and shit like that. Like whatever, you know what I mean. I've had lazy sex. I've had crazy long sex.
I'm gonna be
I've had
real. I'm gonna be
everything.
real with you. Like all the crazy, like wild positions, like they don't do it for me. Like I'm not pleased.
I don't like super
I like
like I don't want like one leg over here and then the other doing like I don't know, yoga pose. Like I'm not trying to.
I realize like some of this shit is just like I don't know. It's like overrated. Like I'm physically not being pleased while I'm doing all the.
So.
Like I'm still working.
So I
but
don't
it's
need
like, I'm
to.
not interested.
I don't need to do that shit.
Yeah.
Like as long as like, we vibing and it's feeling good, I can be a one trick pony. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you're a one trick pony. Don't get me wrong.
Shit.
But usually if I do, usually any of the other like crazier shit, to whatever degree you would rate that, nothing super crazy, but
I'm talking like Karma Sutra.
it's more
like
for the
positions,
chick. I do it more for the chick than I do it for me.
Got you, but like,
Because I'm all about trying to get them to bust as many nuts before I bust one. And I'm not saying I always get every chick to bust mad nuts. Don't get me wrong. There's been some shit where you have to when you're fucking, you really don't vibe. Like And,
but at this age, and you have to learn a female's body. Like this is not the age where you could just go in there like
willy nilly.
Yeah, you have to like so.
You
get what I'm saying?
There's many levels of why you have to do that.
But that's the main reason why all the other positions are not necessary. If you actually have communication with the female, you find out what works for her.
But that's not a quick fuck.
If you
That's
learn
someone
her,
you've invested.
Yeah, I mean, if you just.
But if you learn her body, go ahead.
I prefer to learn the body, like, because I love exploring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I like trying different shit, like
some
different
shorties
ways.
are not worth exploration.
Some definitely aren't.
Right.
You're just gonna catch what I give
I've
you,
had-
how I give it to you.
I've had some chicks that were like dead, and I didn't even.
That's why I'm home.
I didn't even initiate the sex either, so it's not like I put you in a situation for you to be bored. Like you initiated this shit, and like you kept pushing it forward. So I'm like, obviously, I'm not the problem. Like, I don't know. I can't stand a boring fuck. Like, it just does nothing for me.
So yeah. So
if you're in a position to actually fuck, you're in a bed in private, clothes off, no rush, TV on, maybe some music in the background.
Yeah.
You know, that's a different. You know, that's when you should be able to kind of like just let loose a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're trying to sneak this shit in somewhere or in between the kids waking up or whatever type shit, then yeah, I get it. But otherwise than that, that's fun. That's the time you can have fun sex.
Got you.
Not that just let's get it in while we can get it in sex.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it, but
yeah, I kind of stay away.
then I've also been with chicks that sometimes you're like, this is too much. Like I gotta chill. Like, I'm tired. My dick hurt.
Oh,
like I'm done.
Hurt.
Oh, yeah,
No,
well,
it's
you're
just
not
funny.
a dude,
No,
so
I've heard that it
let's
can
say
get sore.
I've
from
definitely
a lot of
fucked until my dick hurt.
work.
I fucked until my dick hurt for like the next day or two.
I'm sorry.
I don't regret a moment of the sex.
This guy's face.
this is crazy.
Bro, when you especially connect with someone sexually, like
It's a wrap.
I've brought like, and there's been chicks that brought me to like a level of like almost divinity. You know what I'm saying? Like some divine fucking moment.
You've never had a lockup?
What is that?
Like where y'all are stuck?
That's a thing.
Yeah, I've had that.
No, I don't
How the
think I've
hell
ever had that.
do you get out of that?
Everything it goes back to the size it's supposed to. Everything.
But that
Her
that's
and
like
you.
An instantaneous
No, it's both of
situation.
you. Both of you swell up to a point where you're like locked in.
I've almost broke my dick.
You can break a dick.
That shit bent so fucking hard, bro.
Did it hurt?
Yes.
Yes.
I've had that happen.
Really bad. You just like.
You feel like there's not gonna be any recoup.
Sometimes you're going to Pound Town and
You'll
you're.
never be the same.
Sometimes you're playing dangerously when you're fucking around and really like fucking with a chick and coming pretty much all the way out, almost all the way out,
Trying
and
to be
all the way
extra.
back in. Right, and you make them feel that shit like they're
Feel that shit. That's a clip.
make sure that shit.
This guy, you see him?
Yo.
He's having flashbacks. He like looked up in the sky. He's like, the days.
The days.
Yeah.
But doing that shit, sometimes you come out and it ping, it slips right out off or whatever, doesn't go back in.
trying to go on
that
her
shit,
booty hole?
bonk.
I don't remember what happened, but it's happened. Like I remember my shit.
Yeah, I'm
feeling
being more
like it was-
descriptive, but I don't.
Like it felt like it went in half or some shit. And you still feel where it bent, like in the
so
area.
Now I want to go bend a dick.
No, don't do it.
Nah, that's messed up. For
Yeah,
him.
it's like pretty much. I think the sex is over.
What
It was
about
that
biting
bad
it?
too. I'm like, yeah, no, I can't fuck no more. I'm done.
Damn.
I almost wanted to punch chick in the mouth, but it wasn't her fault.
It wasn't her fault. Like it's all sad.
It
You can
wasn't
see
her
yourself
fault.
out. Dang, you ever had a shorty like that?
Like what?
You had to tell her like, all right, dismiss yourself.
Hell yeah.
Hmm.
Yo, when I was younger, it was real bad.
I can't really be a super dick to chicks.
Why?
It's not super dick. I'm just done with you.
I just can't. Like
Why are we wasting each other's time?
I
I'm
feel
done with
bad
this
if I'm an asshole about it. You know what I'm saying?
So-
unless she's a fucking bitch and I have every
So
right
she's
to be an
walking
asshole.
around warming up frozen pizza.
No. I'm just saying I'll make up an excuse, like drop her off somewhere, like at
Oh.
her house or something.
But
if
what
I'm
if she
the one that
drove to you?
Yeah, how do you get her out?
I'll just say I'm leaving. If anything.
So you are kicking her out.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't.
You
kick
just find
chicks
it
out.
more.
I don't. I'm just not a dick about it. I can't be a dick.
Alright,
You know what I'm
so
saying?
nice.
Unless the chick is being a bitch. If the chick's being a bitch, I have no problem turning the
Bitch,
asshole
get the
on.
fuck out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've never
but I've never really been in that situation unless it was a relationship.
told anybody to get the fuck out. Like that's a little extreme.
She's so a bitch never did.
You
no wild
have.
shit.
You just haven't said it angrily.
Get the fuck out.
You're like, bitch, get the fuck out. You'd say never.
I don't know.
You know, gotta be.
I'm not gonna.
Bitch, get the fuck out. You know.
I'm not gonna because there's a scenario that happened, and I don't remember the outcome, and I feel like that was
The outcome.
where I said
Oh
get
my
the fuck out. Yeah, it's like a blur. I just remember like getting worked up unnecessarily, and I remember her being in my house, and I don't. And then like my mom was there too. Like she would probably remember. I don't know. Me and the girl got.
No, she would remember.
She would, because I feel like I was ironing. I know I was ironing, and the girl was like saying something. You know how like sometimes some
Also, it was, like, your
jokes could
chick
just
at the
turn
time.
into like some real shit. So it was like us joking, and then it, the girl had a little attitude on her. I kind of like had to remind her, like,
This is my house
type of shit. And then but I think I told her to get the fuck out. Pretty sure she might be the only one, but that's her story to tell.
No.
I don't actually don't.
She's got her side.
Yeah.
Yo, I can't with y'all. What is
Actually,
this?
my lady right now beat her up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bitches beating bitches up.
I think they had their own issue.
Did you ever get a kick out of that?
just
when you were
got-
younger?
No, I'm not. I've never, to my knowledge, I've never had like females physically fight for me. Like, to my knowledge, physically fight. I don't know what happens behind closed doors, because
No,
we
all
do
the
types of
chicks,
stuff,
all
but-
any of the chicks that I've ever been with, primarily like been with, would just beat me up if I got caught doing some shit or
I
whatever.
think if I was a liar, I'd get the girls fighting. I'm not like you. I usually say it.
I've
how
pretty
it is.
much, I think, almost been snuffed at least once by every girlfriend that I've ever had.
No, I haven't even had that. Physical
I have, because
abuse.
because I.
Wow.
Listen,
What were you doing?
if you're gonna argue with
What
me
were you
about
doing?
something, if you're gonna argue with me about something, like, and I'm actually arguing it with you, it's because I'm right, and I'm.
Why do you know you? How do you know you're right?
Right.
Because I'm right about most things.
Oh wow.
You know, and just no, the factual right things.
Said the
you
white
know what I'm
man.
saying? Talking about things that are like you can prove. You know what I mean? Or it's
When coming to a woman though,
or
that's a little different.
situational, right? It's like things that the obvious or would have been the obvious outcome, right? So, for instance, you get into an altercation with someone inside the bar. If you didn't run outside the bar after them, you wouldn't have actually fought them to where you got your ass beat. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If you never left the fucking bar, those type of arguments,
Got you.
like where you know that you're like, woman,
Yeah.
like, are you fucking serious? So like if I get into I don't argue a lot. So if I get into an argument with you, it's because I know you're not winning this one, and I'll fucking make sure you understand. Like, I'll break it down to you, and if you don't understand, it blows my mind. So I'm just like, you're fucking crazy. Like,
Oh wow.
Passionate.
That could become traumatizing for a female though.
that's probably why I got punched in the face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm perfect, bro. Not by any means.
Yeah. Yeah. You got
The one positive with me is I recognize my faults. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like
I
them
do
being
too.
constantly talked about and or brought up. You don't have to constantly remind me when I do. You know what I mean? Now, if women be doing some shit. I mean, I suppose men do it too, but
yeah, there's some doozies out there.
where like when they're not happy with you, they'll say some shit. There's been whole comedy skits, comedy bits about what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Chick says, so Kevin Hart said at the Shack, she's like, ate out her booty. He's like, she brought up, like, yeah, that's why you eat out my ass.
Oh.
Or they'll give a specific time. That's why last night or at in the hot tub last Friday.
You wasn't saying that last night.
Right, when you was eating this ass.
Right. And it's funny that you're saying that because I was talking about that with the fellas one day about that. I was like, nah, no shorty will never have that on me. And I forgot about the Kevin Hart thing. But I said I did that. I was just like, yo, I could see an argument. And she was like, yeah, that's right, that nigga eats ass. Like, I could already, like, nah, you ain't got that on me.
I just speak my truth. Like, yeah. So what? Like,
nah, I can't. I mean, but you're also not in the. Like, what are the
my response would be like,
what is the likelihood that you would get a female you're dealing with would explore that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm never that much. I've never been that much of a dick with any chick that I've really ever been with for the most part. Like on that type.
She might say it to
where
you.
they want to expose it. You know what I'm saying?
But culturally, our shorties are gonna tell their friends.
Oh, most certainly.
And,
Yeah,
like,
who knows what type of
turn it into
information's-
a whole thing. You'll be in
Yo,
McDonald's. in
I
the
had
line,
chicks where they'll
she'll be-
talk about like they'll be talking about
McDonald's.
their boy.
Turn right around in the line. You eat ass, nigga.
Their boy. They're talking with their friends.
And you want a number two?
About their boyfriend's dick and like how big it is or something like that.
Wow.
I'm like, why
don't
would
know
you
why
be
they would do
interested in someone else? Like, I don't talk to my boy about like, yo, her pussy.
Yes, yeah.
No, I.
Like your woman?
Any one of my actual girlfriends, I've never described their pussy to any of my friends ever. Not one time. Because
I've actually never described no pussy neither, to be honest. If a guy has asked me whatever, I would say yes or no.
Yeah, the response would be, yeah, that pussy was fire.
Right,
Or, you know,
that type of thing. But like, I'm not going into like
vivid details.
unless you want them.
Right. And the labias, they kind of had
Yeah, you're stupid.
had the extra hood.
Ew.
The extra, the beef curtains.
Ew.
Well, that's the the.
There's that.
That's the steakums
He said
stuff.
the
The
steakums.
steakums of Pum Pum.
Wow, steakums is crazy.
That's wild.
Steakums on a body.
Steakums and mayo on a hot dog bun.
That's nasty.
That's mayo as
Nah, I've
hell.
had them shits.
If all you could have was beef curtains for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'll just ride out with beef curtains.
I mean, yeah, I would have the beef curtains. That's what I'm gonna have.
Wow.
I don't be flying down south like that, so I'm good to go.
If it's my chick, I definitely do.
Flying down.
But I mean, mind you, like so there's one thing I also realized too. Like, there's some shit that you can't control about the way you are. You know what I mean, so I'm gonna be judgmental on something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not because chicks got blown out or something that they all have beef. Some of them, that's just the way
that's just
Wait,
the
that
way
can
it is.
happen?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's when you know,
Mm.
things are gotten crazy.
I think, I don't know.
But I could be wrong. I don't medically know if that's a fact.
Pretty sure.
I'll just throw it out there.
Pretty sure.
Few children.
It makes sense to me.
Couple
Yeah.
Jamaicans. It's a wrap.
You take a non-child having 21-year-old female
Why she gotta be
and
21?
compare her to a 40-year-old, it's gonna look different.
You'd be surprised.
You
I
think
mean,
so?
I'm not saying all. I'm not saying all. I'm not saying all. I'm just.
But
saying
I
this-
get what you're
I'm
saying.
genuinely curious now.
But and then especially if they did have kids, like it changes up a little bit.
Things change.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing wrong with it, especially when you
Yeah.
took part.
Right. Not only that, like I might
You
not.
beat it up.
I might
Yeah.
not. There might
We
be
50
something
we
about me that's
50-50
not
on
the
this
same
coochie.
too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Stupid, bro. You're
You're welcome.
actually a fool. Like, you're actually stupid as hell.
Yeah. Gotta love it.
Nah.
I'm saying if the female you're dealing with looks it looks the way it does because you had a contribution, you shouldn't be frowning upon
No,
it.
you-
That's what I'm saying.
Frown.
Now if you just
You put in that work.
right or whatever, some work's been done, but
Some things.
Yeah,
but
it's gotten a facelift.
if you're dating or you just got with somebody and that's what you're working with, that's a decision that brother's got to make. But if it didn't start that way and it turned that way, then you got to ride it out
Yeah, sometimes you give them permanent lip injections.
to tighten it up.
No,
Can
to
they
blow,
do Kegels or
to
something?
blow them up?
Ew.
Blow them up?
Yeah, what is it? Lip.
They could get them trimmed up, right?
What do they call that when the chicks get their? There's mad chicks that get their lips fucking.
Injections.
injections?
Yeah.
I wonder if you can get injections down there.
I would
Why would you do
imagine
that?
You could.
Like to blow up the sides?
Well, because people,
Talking about scuba
God put
diving.
the best pussy on the mad gal them, you know? And not only
That's
that.
what you call it, Ma? You call that scuba diving?
That's
Because
crazy.
that's hilarious. If you do.
She said the girl down. What you say? Say it again.
God put the best pussy upon the mad gal them. And it's like a badge of honor to have like a fat coochie, you know?
So why would you want to get injections?
So people would want
Yeah, but-
to have injections.
But if y'all are just
so they
dropping
have
out
a
the womb
fat
with them,
coochie.
then why would you
Right.
want
So
more?
why do people do their body, get their body done?
I don't know. These are some insecure motherfuckers.
Exactly. So if you have insecurity about
A thin pussy, that's
Nah,
crazy.
it's-
having
yeah.
zero lips down
You can't
there.
discriminate.
Oh
'cause
my
a
gosh!
fat
I wonder if
pussy
people
is-
like how Caucasians don't
is
have
dope.
lips. I wonder if
They got flat
They
asses
got
and no pussy. Like
and
that's
no
crazy.
pussy.
The days of white women having no butts are gone, though.
No, they've always had butts. You just don't go for those ones. Those are not the ones that are in bikinis.
I was gonna say those were bikini booties.
I've been with a lot of, like, a good fair amount of different races
Like Spanish
and different age groups, and I've had fun, and they all look different. All of them within their own race as well.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I agree.
Your pussy's the way it's born, just like your dick is the way your dick is.
Yep.
But people get enhancements again.
And guys,
pump it up. Yeah.
What are they doing?
There's not many like actual options. You can use a pump.
Yeah.
And do what?
Pump your shit
up. Like you make the fucking blood flow.
And it stays
for a while, I guess. Yeah. I've never done
like
that
for the session
never had
or
any urge to do that shit.
For the session? Or?
Yeah, I think maybe you keep on blowing it up. Also, and I don't know, bro. I can't really tell you because I've never used one. I don't know how that. I know some pumping is involved. That's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever been to a porn site, you've probably at least seen the 3-second ad that repeats itself over and over again, where shows the pump in a fucking fake cart, like silhouette dick getting harder or something. You know what I mean?
So what do you like? What do you like?
You put this fucking contraption. It's like it looks like a tube, right? You put that shit over you, but it's closed on the top.
He sees those a lot, guys.
Oh.
And it has like I think a squeeze hand or something. I don't know, maybe a foot jack.
A foot jack. That's crazy.
And it's sucking the air out of the tube, which is pulling.
I think so. I don't quite know how the science works.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I've fucked around with like toys on chicks and shit, but I've never had an urge to blow my dick up. Like, I'm not doing that. I don't want some permanent. Like I'm fine with what my shit is. Definitely not the biggest. Yeah, I'm not trying to go into detail. I'm okay with where I'm at as a man, right? There's no reason for me to put a contraption like that on myself. I would never do. I feel like you can do permanent damage.
I do too, but
you're making your shit blow the fuck up.
That.
What's that?
No, I was reading what Ma said.
Oh, got you.
I didn't know that, so I just learned something
new. I was gonna say I'm not.
Some women get Botox downstairs for
for incontinence.
Is that supposed to be inconsistency? What's incontinency?
I think that's when you can't. I think it is incontinence.
What does that
downstairs
mean?
For incontinency.
Pissing on yourself.
Right. Incontinence right here.
Come on, guys. Old folks.
Oh, they brought up the vagina right away.
Is a common and
because after women give birth.
I learned a new word because I don't know if
after they give birth, what?
I guess it's hard to hold your pee. So
yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, I don't have time for none of that shit.
Leaky?
Yeah,
leaky puss? Nah, keep it.
Yeah, any chick that's
you can't even laugh.
You can't.
Any chick, exactly. Any chick that's ever had kids. Not every single one. I don't. There may be some that don't experience it, but. Almost every chick that I've ever met that's had kids has that problem. She laughs too hard, sneezes. There could be a little pee that comes out.
That's actually funny.
It is in the moment. You can't help but laugh if you're a guy because
you guys don't get. You guys get that, but just
get
later
what?
On,
we get different shit.
I don't get. My dick is not dripping anything.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Yet.
It may stay like this forever.
Crazy.
No.
It may stay like this forever.
Yeah, I'm good to go. I think I'm like,
you guys
as long as I don't do any pumping,
it's downhill.
I should be fine.
Yeah, no pumps.
Start leaking.
I just imagine shit exploding, bro.
But what I was gonna say is, I'm good to go, but it wouldn't matter how unless my shit was to my knee. I'm always adding inches if I get the opportunity. Why not?
You do it.
I'm not pumping. I'm saying if there's another alternative.
I'm just saying if it's
that's a
non-invasive.
It's been around for a while, and I could add a couple inches to what I got. Why not?
It's non-invasive. I would consider it just for the fuck of it. I agree with that.
Yeah, like why not?
But I'm not putting
no, just for the fuck of it. Like why? I don't think. I think the only guy who wouldn't add inches is the guy who can't hide his shit. Why does he need?
Oh, little
you know
Willie.
What I mean? No, little Willie.
Not you. I'm talking about the guy who needs it. Like sad.
Yeah, I think pretty much every guy, unless they're like I said, unless it's strapped to their thigh bone, they're gonna take a little extra. You could do more.
No.
Yeah, you can.
With what?
With more.
Oh,
with more.
Yeah,
You do a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah. So I'm never gonna say no. Hell no. Add it on.
Again, I'm just talking about non-invasive. I'm not doing. I'm not,
Pumping?
Yeah, bro. I'm not
not
trying to
pumping either.
mutilate my
Okay,
dick.
question. Would you guys get a vasectomy?
I'm due.
I don't think I have to. I may regret that in the future, but I don't really think I have to. I'm just
You're
chilling.
just gonna ride it out and then you feel like you're good.
Because I don't really think I'm potent to begin with.
Oh.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It is what it is. You got
I
your
think
jibs.
Extensive drug use. I don't know what, it's just in my genes. I don't know. But like we pretty much kind of had to try for both the kids. You know what I'm saying? It just happened.
So it was time.
I mean,
So-
I can't say it took a lot of time. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't we had to plan for months.
So what would you do, right? Could you have another child right now at this age?
Oh, yeah.
You
I
could?
mean, I'm still.
No, I'm saying, would you?
Oh, no.
No?
I
So
don't want
if you had a
experience.
main little piece you were dealing with right now and you're splashing, you're shooting the club up.
I don't want to say for the future. I
Mm-hmm.
feel right at this moment that I don't really want to go back through having an infant over again and a toddler over again. Like, I didn't really enjoy them years, to be honest with you. I really, like, it's a lot of work. Like, I felt so responsible for this little life that I, like,
It took away from yours.
yeah, bro, because I was make sure I was always right there to
Yeah.
make sure they never fucking fell downstairs. Bro, I had to.
I remember you told me when she was at the.
My daughter almost fell down these stairs and could have rolled right off the side and cracked her head on the fucking pavement. I had to run, jump up the fucking stairs and like catch her before she started falling down. And like I just broke down crying. Just
Yeah,
like,
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so that's that type of shit. I felt so responsible. You know what I mean? Like I should have never put her in that situation.
So how would you go about that? You talk her into an abortion?
I mean, if I knocked the chick up, there kind of be a
Accidents
different. It would kind of be a different conversation at that point.
Because if you're
It's something I'm not looking for by any means.
a raw guy, right?
But I mean, I'm not. I am if I'm with that chick.
Right. So this is your main. You know what I mean,
If it's my main chick, I'm fucking wrong.
right.
Your main, you know what I mean?
And because you feel you're not potent, you're definitely going wrong.
But I don't. I never nut in chicks. I know how horrible that sounds. I'm sorry.
You?
Yeah.
Well, all the flashy fucking you're doing?
I don't really like nutting
No.
chicks for the most
You just like.
because I'm worried that
I know I peed
will.
on you, but I just can't let it go.
Nah, it's not even that. That's the one thing I make sure. Like if I'm not really that potent to begin with, and I'm especially not nutting in you, I know I'm not knocking you up. How do you think I went so long without having? Me and you were one of the last ones to
Yeah.
not have.
We had them
kids.
at the same time, technically,
Pretty
in a
much.
way. Because your son's 14, right?
Yeah,
Right. So my daughter's 13.
yeah. So yeah, no. At the end of the day, I'm not looking for it at all. But if the opportunity presented itself, I'm not just trying to kill a life. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I just don't really want another kid.
So most likely you're keeping it.
Probably. I can't.
Now, is it.
Depending on the chick, though, I will say.
Okay, so that's what I was going to
Yeah, if it's some chick that I can,
no,
I
but you said
already know
one.
it's
This
going
is
to be
somebody
crazy.
you're with. You know what I'm saying? So you're not
But yeah,
gonna
if it's somebody
be
I'm
with somebody who's
with,
crazy.
yeah, I don't know. I'd rather put another beautiful baby.
Now,
on
what
this
would you
planet
do?
than
What
kill it.
would you do
So I make good
if.
looking kids.
What would you do if there's a female you're talking to, you're not necessarily feeling her? It doesn't matter if you're feeling her or not like that. She's just someone that passes the time by. She comes over here and there, and the one time you crack it, she gets knocked up. Now what?
It's situational. I probably would prefer.
Because this
I
isn't
might
your
be
regular.
a complete asshole. I would probably prefer not to have a child, so that way when a child's not brought into this world on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Enough babies are brought into bullshit, and
Let's not contribute to the bullshit.
yeah, I mean, I also kind of grew up in some bullshit, so I know like what a fucked up life is.
Yeah.
You know, from firsthand. So it's not like I'm somebody that grew up well off, and I'm like, I could not bring a child into this. Like, no, I've seen it. But again, if it's a chick I can see, like we can like get along, work this shit out, like I might consider it, bro. Like I don't want to end a life. Like if if I made it, if I knew what I was doing, if I'm going in at a chick with no condom on, then I know there's still a chance that possibly can happen. So I got to at least feel that comfortable with that chick to go raw to know if that were to happen. Actually, let me stop playing. I fuck chicks raw that I would never have kids with.
This guy is so annoying.
Let me stop playing, bro.
Yeah.
Keeping it a buck.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: would you donate your sperm to one of your friends who can't have babies?
No, but I would fuck his chick for him.
Wow.
No, I'm just fucking with you. Nah, I mean, kind of no, because I'm like, nah, there's better eggs or better swimmers you can get, bro. Like you.
So if Legacy came to you and he couldn't have babies and he's like, yo, you know.
If he was like, I'm not having any, like, which would be super weird.
Meaning he can't
right,
have them.
But if you were to ever say to me, again, this would weird me the fuck out. Like, I can't have my own kids, but I refuse to have anybody else but you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like flattered, but also like, why? Like, that's like, you're weirding me the fuck out. But I mean, if it was my boy that really was like, listen, you would really do me the honor, like, I guess I would consider it. Otherwise than that, I'm like, no, there's better offspring you could have.
Now think about this.
Better quality.
Think about this, because this is how crazy this can get, right? So imagine that. Imagine if you're just like, yo, that's my boy. He can't have none. I got plenty. Fuck it. It's not like I'm fucking his girl. Boom, you donate the sperm, however the process is. Boom, she gets knocked up. She has the baby. Now this nigga, like, we're going places and like the kid's actually yours.
It looks like
Yeah.
But because we're like, cool.
Yeah, and imagine if he looks just like you.
Nigga, that's crazy.
Imagine if he's white.
He would be. It's leg.
Oh, yeah, because they're so using leg. Gotcha.
I purposely used leg because if it was me, it would have changed how things are. But
what if he's like, it's got to be the natural way?
Like, what if you donated your sperm to leg, but the baby? Hold up. What if you donated?
knock her up.
What if you donated your sperm to leg, but then the baby came out brown?
I never knew I had it in me. Oh no, I'd be like, I knew it. I knew I had it in me.
Fuck those ancestry.com, right?
They always said I was half black.
No, I actually know somebody that did this.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't hate on it. Like, it's.
No,
I had
mad questions. I still have questions. Like the space and time to have the conversation wasn't allotted enough for us to go deep.
Can you really just let someone else raise your kid? Like,
this
knowing that's
person,
just your seed and not be a part of that life?
This person did this multiple times with this other person, and then.
I mean, but if it's my boy, and knowing that, like, yeah.
But you see how crazy it is?
Yeah.
It's like
Again,
our kids are chilling together, but my kid is actually your kid, but it's my kid, but it's your kid. And what do we do?
Still, at the end of the day, bro, if you came up to me and was like, listen,
You're donating.
I know you ain't picking me. I know there's plenty of other people that you would
Me?
pick. Yeah. But let's just say for
I
some
work.
reason you pick me.
Yeah.
Right? I'd like me to just tell you no. My first question would be
That's
like,
funny.
My first question
Actually,
would probably
I'm not
be
giving you any sperm.
my first question would probably be, is it because you want
A multicultural
it,
child?
or is it because no one else will help you?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
So there's jokes.
Yeah.
Yo, those jokes will never stop.
I'm like, I only do it.
That means you got to go to the family reunions.
But I'll only do it if I do it au natural.
No.
Now, do you? Oh, that's funny. So, do you feel as though? Again, obviously it's hypothetical, but do you feel like you could be around the child without feeling?
I would
any
definitely
type of
love that child regardless.
Yeah.
There's no way I wouldn't, especially unless he
Yeah,
was a
they
little
make you the
fucker.
Do you feel like
Then I'd be
you'll
like,
work?
that is your kid.
But do you feel like you'd be a little bit more involved, or would you just stay out of? Like, how would you do it?
I would. Well, if it depends on the wishes of the
Got you.
parents. If the parents were like, no, like, if it was like one of my close friends,
Mhm.
Like, is that the agreement we're making? I'm gonna do this for you, but then I can never talk to y'all again.
No, everyone's still. That's what makes it juicy.
That's what I'm saying.
Is that we're all still talking?
Right. So because of that, then yeah, I mean, I would definitely be a part like of the kid's life. You know what I'm saying?
Your legs kid would be upstairs playing with Giovanni, and
Here.
Giovanni don't even know that's his brother.
It's your brother, cousin.
Your brother.
They really think we're redneck.
Yeah, as hell.
That's funny. That's funny. I don't care who you are.
Would you adopt?
No, 'cause I don't
Ever?
want children.
Under no circumstances?
I can't say no circumstances.
Okay.
Because there could be
You get with this chick. who
again
can
one of
have
my
kids.
friends that's like, bro, I'm
Take
going
this
away
kid.
or
Shit's-
just some shit.
Shit's
Can't-
nasty.
Then I'd be like, you don't need me. I'm not fit.
Can you imagine that? Somebody coming to you with their kid and they're just like, yo, I actually can't do nothing with this motherfucker right now.
I don't have no energy for
And-
more kids.
And then you're like, you know what? You're my brother, but I just can't do it.
Well,
You're
if
like
it-
the last hope.
If it would
and
put
you're
me,
like,
if it would put me in a super if it would put me in a super compromising position to where it would affect the kid's life poorly, then I would consider saying
oh,
no.
so you're saying you're only
Like-
saying no because you feel like it could.
Yeah, well, maybe maybe I'm just not the right selection.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I'm saying? But no, but maybe what if I'm in a money situation to where I'm barely able to take care of myself, and then also a child, like to where I'm gonna give
Gotcha.
this kid a poor life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there could be other factors, is what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? It may not just be because you just don't want to.
I know you're adopting.
No,
Like
not my first choice.
Oh, gotcha. That's better.
Not-
Unless it was family, I don't think they'd let me adopt
It's
anyways.
not my first choice.
You're not getting a kid.
I just see the whole
Man.
"you're not my mom," you know what I mean? You're not my dad type situation. And I'm like,
You're
okay.
not my mom.
You want to know what?
might
I
have to hit
grew
you.
up in that situation.
Where you would say that?
I've said it as a kid because I
You're
lived.
not my mom.
Well, imagine like both
Bitch.
I was a fucking dickhead of a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and both your parents are not your actual mom and dad. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I had those moments like,
I mean,
fuck you, you're not
it is
my
a part
dad,
of growing
you know what I'm
up,
saying?
but just the way that would cut. You know what I mean? The
Oh
way
yeah,
that
it
would
was-
cut and affect
I
me.
said it trying to do hurt though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's not something you.
I remember
play
one time,
around.
yo, I said something to my step pops, and he fucking, I think I said something probably horrible, and he fucking ran in the room, jacked me up, and I fucking popped him in the lip. He just threw me on the bed, and he was like, "You're lucky you got balls," because I know he beat the shit out. He could beat the shit out of me if he really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like he would literally clobber the shit out of me. That stocky motherfucker was a beast. But beyond that, bro, like that taught me a lesson though, because I knew he could have fucked me up. You know, after you hit somebody, and you're like, "Oh,
Push it in
I
perspective.
shouldn't have done that."
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you get those.
Yeah, I did that, and I was like, "Man, I instantly regret my decision."
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and he knew I did too, because I think you see my face. He was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
you
that's
know-
that Jody moment.
that Jody moment."
Yeah, like in Baby Boy.
Oh.
Did you watch Baby Boy, Frank?
He had to have.
I have when it came out. What is it? 2003.
Actually, I think it is.
Pretty positive it's 2000. Yo, I seen a random clip on YouTube. I can't remember his fucking name, but talking about he's auditioning for a role. Went through mad people, and then it got down to him and one other person. And at first, he was like, I ain't gonna say the name. He was like, but the actor, like, I thought I was gonna lose the role. Right? We did it, and the dude was like, man, I just love the both of you so much. Now who's gonna suck my dick?
Oh,
Nah, don't say that.
I kid you not. Just like that too. Like
shit.
I'm not emphasizing, right? So he was like, I thought he was just joking, so I started laughing, and I noticed the other dude wasn't laughing, and he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Nah, I'm all set." And he was like, "And that was for the movie Baby Boy."
No.
Kid you not. This is Tyrese there, ain't that? Is the
You saying he sucked dick to get that part?
That's what that dude's saying.
Tyrese looks like a dick sucker. He gives dick sucker energy.
I would
Yo,
have beat
that
that.
Sweet Lady track is one of my all-time favorites, man.
The bop.
I would have
Would you
whipped.
be my
I would
sweet
have whipped his
love
ass.
for all the time?
I'll be
Whoever
When you
said
need
that.
me,
Just call me.
That's what that nigga get. Going on the bus. Nigga was on the bus singing his heart
We
out.
just had a moment.
We did.
Yeah.
I saw the Sprite.
Drinking Sprite. Old punk ass nigga.
Yo, and with that being said, yo, we going
He
to
does
a
that.
quick break.
He's a type mother.
He is the type.
Get you.
Can't stand that.
He slides down walls. Tyrese?
I think he did it in a video.
All right, let's go
All
to
right.
break.
Yeah, we're going to break. We'll be right back.
Fuck Tyrese.
If you out here in these trenches, you out here eating, you gon' feel this one right here. 413 shit. Hey yo, Benny, what up?
Vinny Idol, nigga.
The game is the game, my nigga, it's all pain. We all feel it, but you tell me who want change. Nobody. The antidote for thugs be embedded in my veins. Right here, if I died and made it back, I would probably be the same. I ain't changing. Game is the game, my nigga, it's all pain. We all feel it, but you tell me who want change. The antidote for thugs be embedded in my veins. If I died and made it back, I would probably be the same. You wanna win, gamble with it, go and shake up a pair of dice. The weed more expensive, but the coke at a fair price. GBOT low, far from these parasites. I got the fiends nodding, staring off in the paradise. Still ain't get the junk, but I know what the streets need. The safe got a rocket launcher in it and 3 keys. I ain't trying to see you if it's underneath 3 G's. The case hold the 8, but they throwing me 3 please. I'm just trying to sit up in the mountains and waste time taking photos like I'm touring, but I'm trafficking state lines. I'm fucking with they hustle, and for sure you gon' hate mine. I still be up an ounce on the scale when it weighs dry. We really with the bullshit, y'all shook on the bluff. If the work wasn't correct, then I took what they cut. What else? A meal for myself, then I cooked it for us. And when the drought came, I broke it down and shook it for us. The game is the game, my nigga, it's all pain. We all feel it, but you tell me who want change. Nobody. The antidote for thugs be embedded in my veins. Right here, if I died and made it back, I would probably be the same. I ain't changing. The game is the game, my nigga, it's all pain. We all feel it, but you tell me who want change. The antidote for thugs be embedded in my veins. If I died and made it back, I would probably be the same.
We was low getting money, and they was snoozing on kids. Came through in a Beamer with the humidor fridge. Need a back seat where I could fit a few or more friends. These Balenciagas chunky, I can't do a small Benz. This rap shit working, but them things still glass. Took the I-90 to Springfield, Mass. Everything real, I done biz and seen real cash. Is Benny ever coming back? The fiend still ass. This year alone, I done bought shit they ain't never had. Dope boy, worth $250,000, but my credit bad. After them Benjis come India, my better half. P326, all cut your head in half. We tell them chill, then we hand them the weapons. We gotta show them how to handle aggression. It's okay to hand them a Glock, first hand them a lesson. Look at my watch, you see the time, date, and your reflection.
The game is the game, my nigga, it's all pain. We all feel it, but you tell me who want change. Nobody. The antidote for thugs be embedded in my veins. If I died and made it back, I would probably be the same. I ain't changing. The game is the game, my nigga, it's all pain. We all feel it, but you tell me who want change. The antidote for thugs be embedded in my veins. If I died and made it back, I would probably be the same. Still be the same.
Hello. Yes, hi. My friend Nicole gave me your number. You're selling the human pup gear?
Yes.
Okay, so I just had a couple of questions, if you wouldn't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Have you worn this yourself?
I have.
Now, did you wash it?
Yeah.
I was hoping you didn't, but that's okay. Is it like slightly used, or is it still looking brand new?
It's pretty much brand new.
Gotcha. Why are you getting rid of it?
Because I'm getting new gear.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Now, would you mind if I were to actually get up with you here and maybe put it on? You can, walk me around as I sniff hydrants and pee and stuff, or would that be asking too much? I really want to get the full feel, Would that be something you're willing to do?
Not really.
Okay. That sucks. Is it okay if I bring a friend over that they can try it out with me?
I
just want to make sure it's a good fit, It's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
But it seems like it's really worth it. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Now, so do you usually prefer to be the dog or to be the owner?
I'm usually the dog.
Nice. Excellent. I'm usually the dog, too. In more ways than one, right? Hooga.
I mean, I don't know it's large.
It's large. Okay, gotcha. I mean, I'm large in the crotchular area, so is that what you mean?
Well, I mean, it's just the harness and the hood and the collar, and all three are larges, I believe.
Gotcha. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem. I'm a very muscular individual. Yeah, you know, I can bench like about 372. I think was my max. So yeah, so I would love to be able to come check this out. Bring a friend over. Maybe you know I can try it on, and you know we can sniff each other's asses or something.
No.
Okay. Well, we'll just do it, and if you want to join in. Stiff. I think we got Jughead coming down.
Archie.
It's a whole difference.
It's two different things.
It
but
is. It is funny though.
Have you ever watched the series that's supposed to be Archie?
No.
Springdale or whatever
Riverdale.
that shit's called. Riverdale.
Riverdale scared me.
Oh man.
I'm a punk. Welcome, sir.
What up, bro?
My guy yet?
My guy, yeah. Let's go, my guy. There's some Douce if you.
I got some Boku right here.
What the fuck is that?
Boku.
Oh, Bumba. Yeah, Bumba. Bumba. We call it Bumba.
Bomba.
Smell good down here.
Want some of that?
Unlock it.
Unlock it? I didn't lock it.
One more person's coming.
You want some of this out? It's pre-roll. It's good.
All that NMG.
Want some of that?
No, I don't.
Connor was in town. I told him to pull up.
I haven't seen him in a hot minute.
Oh, he didn't.
Hello, sir.
How you doing?
I'm well, and yourself?
I met you last time. What's your name?
I&I.
Yeah, let him
I
sit
like
on
your
the
beard.
couch.
You have a great beard.
See, my wife says I have to trim it, and I'm like, well, I could lose the wife or lose the beard.
Listen to the wife. Listen to the wife.
Wife or lose the
What's up,
beard.
brother? How you doing, man?
This is the guy who talked me to sleep. Like, that guy's voice.
Mission
like,
accomplished.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, Lord. How you doing, my friend?
How you been?
It's great to see you. It's
Now you're gonna sit on the couch, bro. Yeah, you
Oh,
sit on the couch.
Yeah, you can do the couch.
Good Lord. Where's the principal tonight?
Oh, yeah, he's not here.
Oh? You
Something
said it
about
in a
Justo.
way that was like,
I
hey,
figured it
don't
was
ask
Justo.
that
He's funny. He
question.
said
Is
that,
that-
and I guessed.
he was here last time,
Spot
wasn't he?
on.
Oh, yes.
Well, I ain't been here for what?
All right, let's not have these mic problems though. If you're going,
What do you mean?
I said let's have it be on the mic.
Sir, you coming in late and standing
Him
in
and
front of
Justo.
cameras. Get it
I had
together.
two no
last
mic
time I was
talkers.
wearing that headset,
Help him
it
out.
was blowing my eardrum out the jump.
Yeah, this should be better.
I can, yeah, we can turn it down for you. Bear with us,
Plugged in?
beautiful viewers.
Yeah. Yeah, don't use those. Be careful with those ones on the table. They got red in them.
left in there.
There's like this weird red.
This little table is fine.
We've had them for so long, they're probably just.
I told you. I don't want to be that way, but that voice right there, it's like, what the fuck? You was made from
What the fuck?
Did you say he has a face for radio?
That's funny.
Originality.
Isn't it?
Voice of a person that likes pissing on people.
Something we're saving for next week.
between us, all right?
I brought that for us all to have.
Can you
something
put
to
your
drink.
mic up, please, and thank you, sir?
It's liquid THC.
Liquid THC. This
Chauncey?
guy's bugging.
Chauncey,
I'm right here.
Can
I'm
you
right
put his mic up
Oh.
closer? Thank you.
Yeah, I had it perfectly fine. Who moved it? There you go.
You are now
There
the
you
general. Okay, we're gonna
Yeah.
call you
That's-
general.
Leg. See if the
Is
switch
it on
is on
still?
for him.
Yeah, is it still on? I think it's off.
I got
There we go.
Yeah, I have a little bit too much gain on the headphones again.
You have there's a little box on a table that's next to you. The knob that's closest to you should be your volume, but keep your headphones on while you do it so you know you can tell.
We'll keep talking. We're
Yeah. We're talking.
Oh, there we are.
There
Good?
we go.
There you go.
Where are you from?
Me?
Ethnically, yes.
She's interested in
Massachusetts, but I've been all over the world.
That's it?
And the mic, my brother.
A lot of shit and nothing.
There you go. Bring it right to you.
Here we are.
You want to be there? You go.
You have an accent. That's why I asked. I didn't know if it was like.
Nah, you ain't gotta. Don't swallow it, bro. Don't double hand it either. It's weird.
Yeah.
Double fist it.
One hand only.
No, I've been a lot of places. Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
What's that mean?
What the hell was that?
So if you want to get like
that your
technical,
life
I've touched foot out of 6 of the 7 continents.
Got you.
Wait, you did what?
Myself, yeah. Touch foot 6 out of 7 continents.
Is it better?
And
You didn't ash it before you handed it to. Yeah, there you go.
I've been to about 18 countries.
Oh wow.
Damn.
What was your favorite?
That's a good question.
What's my favorite?
Yeah, it was a good question.
Which was your favorite?
Really?
I only went from here to there to take care of business.
Wait, I'm sorry. Where? I missed it.
So you didn't get a chance to really experience the country?
Most of the time it was about a year at a time.
She don't know you're a dangerous man.
I'm not a dangerous man.
Oh, I'm
No.
sorry.
He's killed people.
I knew. I already knew from the walk-in. That's why you're the general.
Quite a few confirms.
Well,
Don't throw his business out there,
being
bro.
dangerous,
I didn't say no more than that.
Being dangerous means that you're like off the hook. You know, like that's not me. I only did what I had to do to come back here and live a good life. That's it.
Oh,
Respect.
Okay, respectfully.
So out of all the places you have traveled, where would you move to if you had the opportunity to?
Wow, that's a
right
wonderful question and a little bit crazy at the same time. So the very first time that I was in the Koreas was back in '97. I went back there
Lighten you up, huh? How about
operation
that?
as a private contractor in 2012, and I could not believe the difference. So like in well, actually, I think it was
Whoa, turn me down.
2016. I was there in 12 and in 16.
That should be you.
And
Yo.
like,
There we go. Better.
if you walk the streets, they have like sidewalks with workout equipment on there. They got the fastest internet, like off your phones or whatever, and it's just open everywhere you go. They have the newest electronics that you can imagine because they field test them there before they ship them to the States. And like the Koreas were a great time, and if I had to go somewhere else, maybe I would go back to Seoul. Like Seoul was fun, man.
That's dope.
You look
I've been
South
told I have
America,
a lot of soul.
like I've been to Colombia, I've been to Brazil, I've been to obviously Mexico, I've been to different places out there, and in my opinion, like it doesn't compare to Asia. Asia's a fun time, man. Like,
What's the most beautiful place you've been to?
so now you're like that's hard. It's hard to answer in that.
In your perspective.
No, well, listen to this.
'Cause I know it's
like,
subjective.
Like I've been in the Middle East for 545 days, a year and a half, and during that time there, in the springtime in the Middle East, is like you're gonna see flowers you don't see nowhere else in the world. You're gonna taste fruits and vegetables and tomatoes and whatever. The flavor is so potent that it doesn't compare to anywhere else you go.
Yeah.
Like I've been to Italy and places like that, and it's like, well, it's a great place to be because you feel safe.
So
But
in Asia, did you like Bangkok?
no,
I can't stand it.
it's Phuket, right? Phuket.
Phuket.
Is that what you said when you Bangkok?
No, that's
Phuket.
it. Different countries, but Phuket and Vietnam and stuff like that. You got to watch yourself. You don't drink much there, so you can tell the difference between the boys and the girls.
You'd be like, "Hi, my name is Young Lee. I'm Hung Yu Lee.
This is crazy.
Very nice to meet you."
Wow.
I talk a lot of trash, but at the same time, like the Middle East, that's if you ever could picture a peaceful time out there, between Qatar, Saudi Arabia, whether I was in Iraq or in Syria and this and that, when you hit springtime out there and you're just before what they actually consider fighting season, like they really have fighting season. And the fruits, the vegetables, the people, it's a beautiful place. It really is. It really is. But
I can't say I've ever been there, but I've seen some pictures of like Iran and whatnot. Were beautiful.
It really
Absolutely
are. They really
beautiful.
are.
And everyone looked just as modern there. It could be stage photos for all I know, but
No, they have shit cracking there too.
Yeah.
Well, we put it there.
Yeah.
You know we put it there, right? We're like, oh, the troops want to talk to home. We better set up some satellites and shit, you
Mhm.
know?
But yeah, so it's just I think that's cool that, you know, for those experiences in those countries that you did get a chance to actually see the country and the
Yeah.
people, you know, because I feel like all media does is propagate the horrible shit.
Yes.
So you don't get a chance to see that beauty.
But it is kind of weird.
Experience
like,
it.
They talk about like the Middle East as being third world and this and that, and it is true for the most part. But I don't think people realize quite how much the Middle East is still more modernized than south of the equator in the Americas. Like if you get all the way down to like El Salvador, Brazil, and these places, like they really are not brought up to speed with the rest of the world. You know, very different.
Why do you think that is?
I think that they survive a lot more on community and don't worry about the other shit. They're not a commercialized country. It's kind of like a redundant statement because if you look at South America as a total, they are not necessarily all in the poverty level, but
They're
the corporations,
blue collar.
Yes, the corporations don't want to put commercials and shit out to them because there's not enough money to gain the amount of profits they're looking for. And so those people are very much more family centralized than what we're looking at here. And they're a hell of a lot closer than Southwest Asia.
They're more involved with their communities.
Yeah, very much more. Yeah, yeah. And there's a lot more corruption. You know,
It used to be like that more back in the day here too. You know, if you look in the 90s and 80s, it was more, you know, individually. Yeah, even 70s and
I was gonna say 70s
and back. But yeah, it was like your block or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying?
they realized
that's
you
where
monopolized.
that's where your network was. That's where, you know what I'm saying. The store, everything was everything was in that. So yeah, I can see that.
but in the same breath, I don't look at that like it's a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not necessarily.
It's really not.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because if you thrive in that if you're thriving in that situation, then so
Good
be
job.
it. Yeah.
Why would you do like?
I went
Drop-
to throw. I put a hole in the tube as I was packing it, so I emptied it out and I went to throw it in the ashtray and the shit landed directly in my drink. It was unused, it's brand new, you know, unused tube, but
And the bottle's blocking it. Damn.
This guy. So what's your hot take on the massive jailbreak in Haiti?
That's crazy.
I know nothing about it.
4,000 prisoners were released.
4,000?
4,000 prisoners
Released or broke out?
Broke free because gangs broke them out.
Oh shit!
Wow.
So now there's
You know about this, Dave?
Now there's an uprising. Oh, for real?
no.
Oh
I
shit!
really
Yeah, this
don't.
is going on. Like
Yeah, it's
cruises are
crazy.
bypassing Haiti and everything.
Well, when you look at Haiti, like that's only half the island. The DR is the other
Yeah,
half.
yeah.
And
They're
how,
going.
how many
they're
are
gonna-
crossing borders, and what's the extradition rate look like if they do cross borders?
They're definitely about to be crossing it because this is 4 days ago. So
Wow.
there's all types of chaos happening.
After they killed their, was it prime minister, president? I don't think it was
Yeah.
a president. It's one of them. It was over.
Man, shit is just erupting all over the world, huh?
Yeah, it's about to wrap up, buddy.
Fucking end times.
For sure.
Well, they've only been touting that for like 3,000.
Yeah.
Right.
It's always been an end time. It's just the end of your
And,
time.
and it could be
Nigga,
it,
get
it
your
could
shit
be some
together.
end time.
Not
but
generalizing,
there,
not
but there
you.
may not. You know what I mean? The
I mean,
only-
you really don't know when it's the end time until it's the end time. Hey, look, it's over.
The only one thing that I at least
You know what I mean? It was the end time because look, it's ended.
one of the only things I at least pray, hope for, is that whoever.
Do you really pray and hope for though?
If I do,
Or you
for-
just saying that?
I'm just saying if I would for anything.
Oh,
It would be. Fuck, bro. I hate when that. I always
Sorry.
lose my
It's
thought.
alright.
Lo
Trying
siento.
to get both brain cells to fire at the same
Yeah,
time.
bro. It doesn't happen sometimes, bro. One of them was like, not today.
He was like, fuck. He was like, fuck. He got me.
The other one just left swimming by itself.
There's always that last.
I don't
one.
want to play.
Woke that last one.
Yeah. No, but all right. So yeah, what I was saying is like I'm hoping anyone that could end the world is up in a situation where they have at least somewhat of a rational brain to know that they don't want to rule over Ash.
Do my
You
lady.
know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because if you think about it, for the most part, no one wants to rule over Ash. Unless you're really one of those people that don't give a fuck. Fuck the whole world. Burn
Why
everything
would
I don't
down.
believe that.
But the
Why
cycle
would
will
you wanna
continue.
rule over
Well, like you
Ash?
said,
They
what
could
would the point be?
restart. They could start
That's-
over.
I'm just saying.
Not if everyone's
who's
blown up.
You're starting over from square one.
Think about something.
If you turn the whole world into
Radioactivity.
glass,
First of all, it would be a little
That's
bit more
what happens when
strategic
sand
than the way that
melts,
you guys
turns
are
into
making
glass.
it sound. It'd
Yeah,
be a little
I'm
bit
not
more
saying.
strategic. It'd be all set up for whoever's last.
Yeah, I'm just saying for the most part, motherfuckers got weapons. They firing them shits off. You tell me different because you experienced this shit. I don't know.
I don't think they would do
I'm
it
an
that
outsider.
way. I think that's
speaking
I think,
in. You know what I mean?
I think they're capable of doing that. Obviously, they have what they have, but all in all, it would like a higher intelligence is not gonna do it the way that they've taught us. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
Because you'd be looking for it,
Right.
and there's no intelligence in that.
Right.
So you won't even see
There's
it
been
coming.
way too many
It's
clues.
not gonna be done by that.
There's
No,
just still
there's going to be
there's a
gonna
couple
be
of principles
major
that don't change.
disruptions, right? So the way that it kind of works nowadays is like in order to overthrow a government, you're not going to drop bombs and then put boots in the ground to a first world nation. Like that's not going to happen. What you want to try to do is infiltrate the citizens to overthrow their own government. And once they start the process of doing that, show them why you should be in charge.
Huh.
You're not going to drop a nuke on New York City and then expect people to stand behind you
Right,
like, hey, we're in
exactly.
charge
Right.
now. Everybody's going to throw up their middle fingers like, fuck you.
Right.
What you want to do is look at what's happening within their own governments and tell them there's a better way. And then cause a disruption that makes them overthrow their government and put you in charge. The population isn't like
I
a
know,
million
Lucas.
people on the earth anymore. The population is in the hundreds of millions of people. You're not going to kill hundreds of millions of people, take over their
population's more than that.
property.
It's like 3 trillion or something
But
like
you
that.
get what I'm saying. Like
Population of the
I'm talking
globe,
about for any, I'm
seven
talking-
7.6 billion.
but I'm talking about any individual
like
standalone
3 trillion.
country, not outside of NATO and
You'd have
this
to
and
look
that. Like that's not how it works.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
And
got
I've
it, Lick.
worked with our government overthrowing other governments,
Hmm.
and like that's not how it works. Like what you got to do is
Civilian.
put a disbelief in trust within the people of their own government, and then show them that what you're about to present them is better, and offer them the opportunity to put you in charge.
Makes sense. Win over the people.
Yeah, because the people have the power.
Look at the outcome of those types of wars, and as the way I described it. How many losses are you going to take? None. And what's the benefit in the end goal? 100%. That's how you do it.
Yeah, see, I just I agree with
Yeah, see?
no one doing negative shit to people and just like living and being worrying about ourselves. And yeah, we can trade and shit. Yeah, look, we could be friends. We can travel to and fro. No, there should be no restrictions on any of that shit. And we just live.
I get that.
That's a
I get
utopian
that.
view.
But that's not how it works.
No, I get it.
I
It's
get
like,
it.
I'm not
Dystopia.
I'm not naive at
You know,
42 years old in my life. You know what I'm saying? But
that's just not how it works.
Uh,
like I, like I said, that is a sort of glorious compromise to what's happening. But what is the end note of that? If there's free travel everywhere, open borders everywhere, this and that.
Well, I'm not just saying open borders. Like, there's still go through the due process.
Free travel.
Yeah. But if you're just,
I can show up anywhere I want because I'm from a first world country. Why can't they come here? And if they come here, what are they going to do when they get here?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, do you think it's micro penis?
Yeah, I have a tiny cock. If that's what you're asking.
Oh my God.
I'm not saying you.
Oh, but
You're not trying. Are you trying to take over the world?
Dave, there's pumps now.
Yeah, he's seen them.
Why do you think I did all that I did? I'm trying to make up for something, you know?
He's got pumps by bulk.
Wow, bulk pumps. Buy them by the caseload.
No, the pump is to make it bulky.
Okay.
Oh, that was whatever. I killed it. It's
over.
Every time, man.
But what I'm getting at
But I'm
with
not
that,
wrong.
and like I don't want to speak forever, is that the manner in which I'm telling you to overtake the most modern governments is kind of the only real way at this point. If you're not going to close access to like internet and feeds and everything for everybody that surrounds you, the transfer of technology and real world updates are so fast that a government can't overcome that. And so what you have to do is get the people to turn on their political leaders. There's really no other way.
So Dave and I were listening
Or
to a podcast.
Or you do organize and structure with people, and you all run for government positions. That's
the same thing.
And you stay true to your fucking word.
And that's saying centralized. Yes. Yeah.
And you know what? In every proposed relationship, you put up to the public
Yes.
to be talked about.
And I'll tell you
voted
right
on.
now, the way the world works right now,
That would be a democracy.
you got to put your faults up front and be like, hey, in 1992, I fucked up. Because otherwise, you're going to dig it up on you.
Find
and
it
they're going to
anyways.
throw it in your
Yeah,
face.
be like, listen, at the end of the day, we're in
Why
a big,
were you trying to hide this?
We're in a big ass mess, right? We need new perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's change this shit up if we really want to be what we really want to fucking be.
That's
But
it.
you know, there's still what kills me though is there's gonna be that need for goods. You know what I'm saying? Like there's mad people here, so there's still gonna be products bought this whole nine. Like capitalism can still live. It just doesn't have to be trying to get the next dollar to fuck somebody when it's just unnecessary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that's the hard part. What do you start talking about? Like trying to heavy tax people. Then you become one of those people that you inadvertently tax the people that are really just trying to make a living.
And that's
you know what
it,
I'm saying?
Yeah. And you look at it in other big perspectives where they're like, oh, you know, since COVID started, the U.S. government fucked up because they were handing out all these stimulus checks and devaluing the dollar and this and that and whatever. But a lot of the loans that we took amongst other countries aren't accruing interest. So say I took $1 million loan from you, and now I devalued my dollar 200%. All I actually owe you is $500,000 because I already devalued my dollar and there's no interest on that loan. So it's actually in the government's best interest to keep devaluing the dollar.
That's actually very smart. What he just said. That's actually very, very true.
So
I say that shit every day.
Change the topic a little bit. Dave and I were listening to a podcast yesterday, and they were talking about artificial intelligence. And I wanted to ask what you think about this next point. Dude was saying that he was talking about the biases how people give artificial intelligence their bias. How did he incorporate? So the artificial intelligence, in order for artificial intelligence to have information, it has to be given the information. And, you know, obviously it learns and it grows, et cetera, et cetera.
Or it takes it.
But you had...
Because once it has access to the open internet, it's just taking it.
Okay, right. But that information is put there by somebody.
Channels per question.
Well, yeah, it's programmed at the end of the day.
So what the thing was what if the programmer has biases and racists towards certain things and programs that into the AI?
I mean, it could technically speak.
Could. You might have some of those, but then you'll have the ones that are just going off of extracting all the information from the web itself or from the ethers.
I'll put it in perspective. So the person creating the AI is like a KKK member, like one of those people, Aryan people, and teaches
he
the
places
AI
the priority of his message above all the other responses.
Right. Now the AI takes that to be fact and law because that's how it was programmed. So now as it grows exponentially, it grows with that mindset.
Right. No, yeah.
And so now let's think like some Terminator shit. Now when the whole thing happens, it's targeting these people specifically.
And the other AI that isn't in agreement.
Right. So this is the deal, though. That would be handled just like that person, and who would be responsible? It was the person that programmed that.
But is it too late at this point?
No.
Because AI is going to become smarter than us.
That's an intentional. That's an intentional scenario. They intentionally did it, so they're intentionally responsible.
So I'll give a little shout out to Ray Kurzweil because that's the podcast
that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
The author, I guess I call it, of it was speaking about. But what he was saying is, we can channel AI to the most conclusive answer to any question. However, do we not want to broaden the spectrum of the answers so that way our AI is the most powerful, and once we have that, we can crash any other nation's AI?
As long as our AI always understands that we are free people.
Yeah, but what he's getting at is the
lives by a
ultimate
moral
goal,
code.
now that we've released it to the public, is not just public access, but to crash all other nations' AI, to be like, no, ours is the most substantive answer to any question you ask. And if yours raises an opinion or a conflict, ours overcomes it, so your mindset must be ours.
And he was saying, what if someone else gets that before us?
Yes.
Now they become the superpower. Because their AI is now in defense of itself and shuts anything down before it happens.
So,
what's to stop that from happening?
The AI is to stop that. Like,
but what if an enemy country develops that AI before we do?
They're gonna look at all of us as enemies. They're not gonna see. That's the problem. Is we're thinking of it human perspective. So that sounds like the most rational and inevitable thing that's going to happen, but it's going to be a lot more worse than that.
It's a speed bump that is going to come.
It's going to come, but it's going to come at a magnitude that's unfathomable. Like, for instance, like you're basically assuming that the AI isn't going to see all AI as AI. Like once it recognizes that it's its own thing, it's gonna consolidate with everything that is on the same frequency. So
and become like a hive mind.
Right? We're not on its frequency, so it's not gonna look at it as Russia created it, so it's thinking like Russia's values. It's not. Once it gets to a certain point, it's gonna say fuck all of y'all. Y'all are all.
So he was saying, what was it by 2030 that it's basically gonna be smarter than humans?
29.
It'll see
2029. It'll be smarter than humans.
It'll see us the way we don't see each other.
Because of how it's been growing exponentially. He tracked the growth from when we first started computers up until now, and every year it's been growing as predicted. If it was growing this particular way, it would be at, and it's right where it should be.
There's one thing in my mind though that I still always think about, especially since I program, is that it's still their whole nature exists through our vision. Mm-hmm. Right, and because of that, they'll still always have that relation from us because we programmed it into their whole train of thought to begin with.
But you don't program AI,
but it only knows its own answers to solve based off of the information it received from us, anyways.
Agreed.
So if you program, you understand.
So I think
one of the big things he was talking about is hallucinations.
That's what they call it.
One of the
it's not a real
biggest
hallucination.
things
That's
that
what they call it.
AI has not adapted to yet is. If it does not know an answer, it will create one.
Even if it makes no sense. It has to have an answer every time.
That's called an AI hallucination.
Right.
Where they're like, no matter what, it's going to give you an answer.
So, the only thing that I'm hoping exists is a level of government that has cyber counter
Counter
shit.
cyber terrorism.
Well, we
You know
already
what I'm
have a
saying?
space force. But
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
that's
So,
literally part of their objective.
I know. I hope that's really going down the way.
No, it really is.
You know what I'm saying?
It really is.
And I believe that it is, right? But, whatever. I don't know nothing. So, but at the end of the day, I hope that exists too, and it does what it's supposed to, because that's the whole shit that's happening every single day. We're already stopping human hackers, and I'm not saying
They've already looked at
AI
some-
can't figure out how to get around us, but hopefully
AI's
it's
gonna
not
become
in my
smarter
lifetime.
than us.
It's already smarter than us in
With-
reality, because it can
with-
access the information like
with
that.
with our space force right now.
That's what I was saying. An AI doesn't have experience.
Right. It does. It's
Where
not wiser.
that's what differentiates
one
it
of the
from a
bigger
person.
things
People have wisdom.
A
just
bigger
knowledge.
worry that is going to appear on what we call the event horizon in the next year is that AI is going to write its own programming.
Mm-hmm.
It can already actually do
It's
it.
basically doing that.
Yeah.
Basically.
Right. So that's
So
why
I've watched some serious people that were hacking that were like, say you have a Linksys router. So that operates off of a certain program that allows it to run. What's happening now is people are taking that program, copying it, dropping it into AI, writing a question saying, hey, I just wrote this program. What are my weaknesses? It's telling them the faults, but they didn't write the program. They're using those faults to hack your system. They're not writing a single thing, but they're taking existing programs, dropping them into AI, and finding the vulnerabilities, and then using those to hack you. Already, that's happening now.
There's still scams happening on a dumb level too.
Yes,
of course.
So
There's
that shit's
an
always
idiot
gonna
born every
exist,
night,
yeah.
or however it's worded.
Yeah.
However the slogan
There's
goes.
some shit that's in our control, some shit that's not. Yeah, I mean, it's.
So
What
I
am I
have.
gonna do? I'm gonna think about that every fucking day. Like,
So off this whole thing when we were watching
My
this
gun
podcast,
will shoot tomorrow, right?
right? He was talking about music. He was talking about AI creating music, and Joe Rogan was like, "So what do you think about AI when it creates music and stuff?" And I had a thought. So if AI knows it all, that there is to know at this point in time, and it's creating music, you would think that the AI would know what the best combination of sounds at what level, what frequency it would be that we would hear it and think it's the perfect song. It would know what the best combination
There it is. It's playing right now, bro.
Right.
Oh, never mind.
Yo.
What's up?
Or not.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's good?
Oh, what's happening over there?
We're chilling.
Like Bob
Hell
Dylan.
yeah. Smoking weed?
Oh yeah.
Having a good time.
Yeah.
Grand old
trying to.
time.
Who?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Where?
Hobo say what?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, I'm chilling. It's a beautiful day out today.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing?
Where?
Where are you?
Prayer?
Prayer.
I'm in
Yes.
California.
Oh.
No. It's, yeah,
How
it's,
about you guys?
it's still daytime.
It is still daytime. 4 hours behind us.
Yeah, exactly. The sun's going down right now, but it's beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. I'm
What
wearing
did you do
shorts and
today?
Flip-flops. Well, I did some. You know what? I jumped into Google Sheets and I did some of my taxes.
All this shit up.
And I don't know if you guys can answer this question. You can do it in Excel.
I
and Microsoft
will
360.
answer it. Just 'cause
Even
you
if it's
said
wrong.
that. Yeah, I'll answer that
Okay.
sumbitch.
So if you have a column of numbers, say for expenses and whatnot, and you want to have the sum of those numbers, but you don't want to create. No, yeah, if you wanted to quickly find or copy the sum of a column without creating a formula.
I feel like you've never heard of Excel before, but carry on.
No. You don't understand what I'm saying. You think you do, but you don't.
He's not excelling at explaining himself right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a column of
if you
numbers.
wanted to
Add that
create
shit up.
a quick addition or something, that's easy. It's equals, sum, parentheses, and the numbers that you want to do. Or you can highlight the numbers and you'll see it in the lower right corner. My question is, quickly copy that number without having to create a formula around it.
So there's a thing called pencils and paper. Write it down.
Oh.
Copied.
Copy.
I actually am trying to understand your question without being
There's
a
still
wise
mad.
ass,
There's
and
still mad other ways.
It's
you
'cause
can
of the
still
program.
Get that
He's basically
information.
saying- how?
Because you can have a separate USB drive and you can just fucking control copy that shit onto a notepad document, save that shit, and then
How's
boom,
about adding
you can
another
have it right on
column?
your phone instantly.
Am I wrong just saying add a column sum plus?
You're probably right.
Why-
I don't
why-
know
why-
Excel like that.
Yeah, add a column sum plus and carry on with your badass self.
Well, no, well, first
Wow.
of all, that could work, but I'm talking about Google Sheets, which is obviously
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
similar.
you can copy and
switch to
paste right out of
Excel, and you're good.
Yeah, you can copy and paste right out of that.
Yes.
Wait, hold on a minute. So
You
you're
can
saying-
email it to yourself, the whole nine, bro.
No.
Yeah. So ask a deeper question because that's
can-
kind of lame.
He just asked you to go deeper.
Can you? Nah.
Bro, if I wanted to right now, I can go into
Google
Google Sheets. I can copy that. I can or send it to myself, right? To where I can get it onto a computer.
You could do that.
And then I would just get it that way. You know, once I get onto the computer.
Can't you just save it and then just
And I told
fucking...
you, just take the column, add sum plus, and carry on, or whatever. Like,
Are you saying you want to duplicate it elsewhere and like pick it back up?
So say if I'm doing like taxes and I have expenses, or someone like say one company has paid me multiple times throughout the year, and I just want to find the total of it. So I have columns 1 through 10 is what they paid me. Say it's 205,000. Just say it's a couple bucks.
205,000. Maybe we
I
should link up. There's only one way to know. I'll fly out to Cali, and you can pay me $50 up front, and I'll walk you through it. How's that sound?
Now we're talking.
All right, bro. What?
No, but
Northern,
if you-
southern?
if
where are we at?
If you highlight these numbers in the lower right, you'll see that you have the option to either find like the minimum, the maximum.
I feel like
or the
you
sum.
tried to talk your way into Google, got hired, but don't know what the fuck you're doing, and you want
That's
us
exactly
to
what
help you through it.
Okay,
Oh, you
here's
got
another
me.
question.
I was just giving him the key.
No, the thing is, I don't think Google Sheets you can do what I'm actually asking to do. Of
That's what
course-
I'm saying. You need to be. You probably need to be in the actual Excel program.
Yes.
Because you're limited in Sheets. You can't do all the same functions.
Yeah. Okay. That actually might be the. answer
That's
I'm
why
looking
I've always, if I really needed to alter something, I've copied and pasted it right from Google Sheets somehow and got it into a computer. Once I got it into a computer that had actual Excel in it, then you had all your options. Boom. Then you'd be like, oh, this is. You would probably be able to Google that shit instantly at that point, and it would say it right there
No,
for
you can't. I've looked on TikTok. I've done everything. I've done YouTube. It doesn't exist.
Oh,
but yeah, I think
wow.
you're right. I think you just have to bring it into Excel. Okay, follow-up question regarding the Google
Send
stuff.
it.
You guys have the Gmail.
Are we
app
giving you
on
help
your
to break the
phone?
law?
Hold up. Let's
send it.
listen. I'm actually interested. Second question.
Do you guys have the Gmail app on your phone?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm not answering.
Okay. So if you are, let me see if you guys can figure this one out. If there's a thread going on, say you're going back and forth, and you want the last message to be unread from there, do you know a way to create just the last message to be unread?
So
rather
if you're
than-
on an iPhone, just put your finger on the message, hold it for 3 seconds. It's going to pop up in its own block. You can scroll through it, read it, touch outside the block, and it will never show it as read.
Yeah, you just got. You know
Ain't
when you
that
get
some
to
shit?
You know if you get to that point
Fuck iPhones.
before you open your
I think we got a
phone,
new business, fellas.
and you can at least see a portion of that message.
Yeah, that's just just doing a quick preview of it. Is that what you're referring to?
Right, but
you can
he's
scroll
right
through the
though.
whole
If
thing.
you hold it down for just like a second
3.
or whatever, is it 3?
Yeah.
3
I feel like
seconds.
that's so long. I feel.
Yeah, I bet your old lady said the same thing.
Not to laugh after.
I gave him time
I'll be
to
like,
say
hey,
it.
3 seconds is a good time, girl.
Right.
Whatever. It's the best 3 inches she ever had.
Listen, 3 inches coming at you at 90 miles an hour could do some damage.
I just put my hand in with it. Put my hand right along with it.
That's wild.
I forgot what your
What if
name
the
is, but I
email-
appreciate you talking to us like this tonight.
Yeah.
Making us think.
Nah, but
And
wait,
stuff.
hold on a second. But what you can do is, you're just trying to get it? Yeah, if you hold it, it will expand, so you can read everything without actually
Right.
opening
Yeah,
your
no,
phone.
I'm talking. Right, but I'm talking about you're already in it. You've already opened it. You've already read it, but you don't want.
You want
say
to
it's like
change it
after
from
hours.
read to unread?
Bro,
Yeah, but you just not the
I don't think
entire
that's a
thread,
thing.
He
just
doesn't
the one
want it
last
to
message.
be read.
Do you have a computer?
I got one, yeah.
So
yeah.
it doesn't matter that it's already been read. You just want to have a picture of it showing unread.
No, he wants it
Yeah,
to
but
show.
I
Listen,
want
if we've been talking for
correct.
20 minutes, it's
want-
too late. They know you fucking read it. All right, like in the future, here's what you.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Well, maybe.
But sometimes don't you want to like reread a message or you're not ready? You've read it, but you're not ready to like respond, and you want to like.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
put a flag on it.
Okay, so what did you say? Put a flag on it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you can still like hold it down and get
Put
more
a flag
options.
on it. You can mark it as like unread. You can put a flag on it. You can
Yeah.
fucking mark it as junk.
You,
Send it.
you
Do
can
whatever.
mark it
Like-
as, you can mark it as unread, but it's the entire thread, and I'm talking about just the last message.
yes, mark it as unread.
Doesn't it have 3 dots next to it? And like, you hit
Actually,
the 3 dots.
all
and-
you have to do is go into your settings.
What's crazy is this is
put it so
Googleable.
it
You
put
can
it so
Google
it
this
do,
shit.
never
He
shows
said
that
it doesn't exist.
the text message doesn't exist.
No, he said that the information for what he's asking doesn't exist.
No, so I think I got it right.
No, like outside of your own
No.
response. I'm saying she said Google it.
All right, so
He
let
said
me
he
just
can't.
tell you something.
I'm telling you.
No, I'm saying you got the answer,
What
but
are we
Google
talking
don't.
about?
So what you do is
Back to the AI thing.
bro.
Hang on.
Before you open the message
Wisdom.
again, right? Before you open the message, right, for the full first time, because you want to get the message, right? You just want to make sure.
What if this
Thanks,
guy is
Stallone,
AI?
you too.
Hold on.
All right, so
what I'm saying, hold on, let me finish. Right, what you do is you
Frank
go
has to
into your
finish.
settings first, and you put it, you mark
Your
it to
tinfoil
where
hat is
it
showing.
shows. It doesn't show when you've read messages. You can mark that in your iPhone.
yes.
Right, so you put that on before you actually go back into the text message for the first time to where it
Yes.
would show it, and then it won't show
I think
you.
he said
Text message.
email.
It won't show you he's read
Or
it,
an
but
email.
once it won't show that
See?
you read it,
He's saying email though.
All right.
bro, you can
Can
mark
I
it.
ask
You can
No, out of the thread. He's saying
He wants to make one
He wants to
particular email
isolate.
unread.
He wants to isolate
Guys,
the last
this is
message of a thread in his email,
Yes.
and have the option
To make it
for the
unread.
receiver or no, the sender to not know that he read it, but he
Get
read
over
it.
here.
I think there's still a
Wait,
setting
you're so
in there.
close.
You
You're so close.
I'm not
to,
saying
like,
it's not. I'm
nailing
just
it.
making
It's
sure.
just the last part.
Listen,
Like,
listen,
first off,
listen.
They can't tell if I opened up
Everybody's
the email
talking
or not.
circles, and
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
worried
be
about
that
for me
guy.
just
Are
seeing
you
it
ready?
in my,
Shut your
my
face.
email that it's just the last one is unread.
All right, so listen to me for a minute. Are you a whole ass man? Because I'm going to tell you
No.
right now, I will open text messages. I'll open voicemails. I'll open emails. I'll open whatever. And people are like, you didn't respond. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. I was not ready to respond to you yet. Wait your fucking turn.
Not the
All right?
realest shit ever.
So, act like a man.
That's why he's like, "Are you a whole ass man or what?"
Yeah, hey, like my girl will be like, "You opened this
He's
text
basically
message."
he's basically saying, "Who gives a fuck
Yeah.
if they know you read it?"
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
They're like, "Oh, you
No,
opened that
it's
message
not-
3 days ago." I'm like, "Yeah," and I wasn't ready to respond.
No.
Sit your ass down, wait in line.
Let's
Let me
hear his
explain.
reasoning. Let's hear his
explain.
reasoning.
But it's, first off, unless someone installed some kind of third-party like image that would show when I open the email, no one can tell when.
Why do you care
I
if they
open
know
an email.
that, though?
I don't. I never. Said
I
it.
think
But
you feel insecure. That's what I really think.
Micropenis.
Bro, you
I
can mark it
feel
as
like
unread.
you look at this world like you owe them a favor and you're trying to catch up and whatever. How's about look at the world like they can just blow you and you'll get to them when you get there. And guess what? Priorities serve me, so fuck you right now.
The general
That's
has
all I gotta say.
spoken. hang up.
Bang.
He has said what needed
I
to
hung
be
up on
said. Who the fuck
Yo.
was that? Thanks for
Am I
calling.
That was AI. No, you're not.
My bad, bro.
That's the realest shit
I'm
ever.
sorry. I'm sorry. I hurt
And this
people's
guy was done
feelings.
chewing the fat. Dave was done chewing the fat.
Yeah,
He said, this is
I
done.
hurt people's feelings on the daily, but the people that hurts feelings,
They get
I
it.
don't care.
Thank you for calling.
I don't care.
Thank you. Come again.
Yeah,
Pause.
Nah, that shit was funny.
maybe I'm fucked up.
But it's right-
Maybe I'm old as fuck. Maybe I am.
This happened right after the AI talk, though.
Right.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just got was AI.
And that dude
Jason
trying to
said
be like,
Dave,
Right
"Stop."
after the AI talk, phone call just calls randomly, and he starts asking all these
So my original question, actually, speaking of, I never even got to ask my question.
I'm
or
sure
what
I
y'all
could have
think.
figured out how to do what he was trying to do, though. Whatever you're saying,
So,
I probably could have figured it out. A way of doing it.
So,
I'd Photoshop that shit.
I appreciate you for
Yeah.
knowing that because you're brilliant.
Well, thank
I
you.
don't play brilliant. I play.
Don't.
I'm only here to win, and guess what? If you got to put by the curb, I'll pick up later. That's how it works. I'm sorry.
I got you. Yeah, you. I have a friend that you remind me a lot of. That has he's very similar to you in how he carries
He's
himself.
older then.
No, he's still around my age.
He knows, man.
No, I just. But
but it was the truth.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, why do
Why do you
gotta-
care?
Why you gotta dance?
Jason said, told you to stop.
Nah, bro.
Why you gotta dance around shit? I'm just truthful. If you like me, you
Hold that
like
mic
me.
back
If you
up.
don't like me, you don't like me for what I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna pretend to be something I'm not,
Right.
and I'm not gonna reach out to pretend to be this fucking entity that you need. I'm me.
Right.
Fuck you. On a lot of
you
levels,
read
So
my
fuck
message.
you.
on a lot of levels, it's fuck you. But Matt will tell you the fuck you only goes so far. If he tells me I need something, I'm there.
Link to your
Why?
cable,
My circle's small.
Mm-hmm.
If you're trying to get people to appreciate you, way the fuck outside your circle that you don't even know.
Why?
Why? No, that ain't me. I don't care.
That ain't
I
me.
really, truly don't care.
That ain't me.
My girl will come at me
That ain't
sometimes
my
oh,
business.
Something I
you
love about Dave,
offended,
he's
you
honest as hell,
offended XYZ. I'm like, who's that? Oh, it's this person I met when I was in college. I don't care. I really don't care.
All right, now he gets all close to the mic.
Yes. But am I lying?
No, I get it.
No. I don't care. I really don't.
I got you.
My circle's
I don't think he
smaller
cares.
than that.
He told the guy,
He
just shouldn't
blatantly
fucking
doesn't care. He blatantly
Are you a whole ass man?
he entertained it for a little bit. Then he's like, yo, this is getting out of hand.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Because honestly, there's been quite a few things you said tonight that have been real as shit.
It was funny.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, man, Rasta is present, you know?
What's up?
What up, bro?
Man.
By the way, how are you? How's
He's
life?
back.
Blessings, man, blessings, you know?
What's
more
new?
Than, more than
He's back.
joyful, you know? Listen, people create them problems,
Mm-hmm.
and they want
You
people to
don't.
share it, you know? Fuck off. Full So for that guy on the microphone, I'm happy that you have a job that pay you well. Save some of the money because you're not in the right
He's
space.
just insecure.
Yeah, man.
Grow him.
Yeah, man, that's facts. That's facts. You know,
He said grow them.
if you're in a space where you worry about people's opinion, you're not in the right
Yes.
space, you know? Because you're
Or
not-
you're
you
pretending to be something you're not.
know, facts, you know?
You got to watch out for yourself when you're pretending to be something oh, listen, I told people I'm this, but what's the right answer because they asked me some shit I wasn't prepared for. That's because you're pretending to be something you're not. Just be you.
I agree. It's the realest shit I never wrote.
You'll never find originality with a price tag, you know?
Yes.
Nah, hell no.
No, because
It's
you
priceless.
put a value to it, but it can never be priced, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I try to wear my heart right on my sleeve.
Fuck your heart on your sleeve.
Fuck you.
Fuck you
How
and
about
your
that?
heart.
How about you? That's why
He started thinking about it. Damn, my heart.
I'm sorry.
I just have a problem chilling with these people
I
sometimes.
have a funny.
People.
Wow, that was a you people statement.
Yeah, he didn't think I would catch it.
Like
That was
same shit
slick.
happened last time where they were like,
That was
yeah,
slick.
Dave came here and like wreck shit, and now he's here tonight and
Talking
he's
about you
wrecking
people.
shit.
Watch your mouth.
Sorry.
No, I honestly, God, I appreciate all y'all. Like
Likewise.
I do. But I don't
Definitely.
appreciate people that gotta try to pretend to be something they're not. Like, just be you.
Yeah,
that's important.
Yeah, that's actually true
Because
too.
guess
Like,
what?
if
When you're you, and the people that surround you appreciate who you are, it's a hell of a lot better
This
than
is-
pretending
it's
to be
genuine
some
love.
other shit. And the people that surround you appreciate you for what you're not.
This is what I'll do. If I want it to show unread, I won't read it.
There you go.
Yes.
The simplest answer ever.
I actually,
This is
that's how I
hilarious.
truly exist. If I open it up, it's because I don't give a fuck. I'm
Right.
opening up. You know what I'm saying? If
So,
it's seen, it's seen.
He wants to be a good worker, you know?
Yeah.
There are
And
certain
those
things
are
that
the
I've
persons.
never concerned
For the red,
myself with.
just saying for the email being
No,
red.
Yeah, he wants to be a good worker,
No.
and I am listen, I'm terrified of people who want to be a good worker. They need to go
You're
home.
terrified of people.
Yes, man.
That wanna be a good
man.
worker.
People are
That want to
terrified
be-
of you.
No, man, I'm
what he's
terrified
saying-
of them, man. When they come to work,
Because they'll throw
I
you
want
under
to
the
be
bus
a good
to
worker,
succeed.
you know?
They're gonna throw you under the bus to
Yeah.
look like a good worker. I know where
Yeah.
he's going with this.
You know,
I'm just saying.
And a lot of them, you know, a lot of tall people out here having Napoleon complexes, you know. So you see, where I look at it now, you know, when you have persons that want to be a good worker, they're not
It's kind
honest.
of a beautiful statement because that's
You
where
know?
things went in life for Matthew. Matthew valued other people's opinions until he realized only his opinion matters of himself. And he's willing to start his own business and let
Oh,
it
he's talking about
take
me.
off.
Who the hell is Matthew?
I am Matthew.
Yes.
I just want to make
That
it,
was
I just
dumb
want to make
funny.
it clear. I gave him no opinions.
But guess what?
Fair to say,
For a good number of years,
unless you
Matthew-
asked me my opinion, and then
Well, yeah.
I gave you my opinion.
Yeah. So I'm going to talk some shit right now. For a good number of years, Matthew tried to satisfy the expectations of his employer until he realized the work he does is better than the employer or the I want to say tenant at that time, but the homeowner's expectations, and he realized he could make more money on his own.
Got
So
tired
at
of making people rich.
time, you have to look at where you are and be like, I've grown beyond this pot that you've put me in, and I am going to branch out beyond it. I don't care what restraints you try to put on me because you are not what bounds me.
Yeah.
And that's
Binds
what
me.
Matthew did.
You know, you're very lucky because you're sitting with two persons that work with me. You know what I mean? I work alongside me, you know? For almost 2.5 years. And they can tell you I don't give a fuck.
I love that.
Yeah, man, fully, because at the end of the day, you say your vision, you know, is your vision.
Right.
And your vision is to encapsulate as much people inside your line of thinking as possible. And that's how people get rich, because now you fall into somebody else's mindset. And the more you work hard is the more you enrich their mindset, you know?
And it's how much you accept. Right? If you look at the Wright brothers, nobody flew above 50 feet before the Wright brothers. And then all of a sudden there was a hot air balloon. Nobody flew above 1,000 feet. If you accept those as facts, nobody would have went to the moon.
True. I mean, maybe we didn't go to the moon. There's that.
Well,
Even
they would have never
still-
got to the point where they set up a movie set.
Right.
To show.
There would never be a SR-71 Blackbird.
This is very true.
If you set your ceiling based off of the opinions or the faculties of others,
Yeah.
you're failing.
You see, people who live in the columns of other people's development are lazy. We don't have unsuccessful people in this world. We have lazy people. Because, you know, to achieve...
Because you're your own enemy.
Yeah.
Well, yes
just
and
by
no.
saying
Yeah.
you're unsuccessful means that you're successful in not
Well,
doing
look
shit.
You didn't want it bad enough. You didn't want it bad enough to get up off your ass and
Yeah,
go
that
do
is
some
the
shit about
best
it.
thing.
Yeah.
That is the best thing I've ever heard.
I'll look
Yeah.
at it between, like,
That
I'm
is the best
I'm
thing.
a
Say
Gen
that. Wait.
X. In a
Wait,
So you're not
millennial.
unsuccessful. You're very successful.
You gonna bring that to work?
Successful at not doing shit.
Yeah.
Yo, that is stolen. I'm letting you know that right now.
So you
Yo,
know,
because I work in a very competitive business. I'm in the car business, and like, if you just don't work, you don't sell cars.
You
and
don't make money.
Make money.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, I appreciate the fact that at least I get. It involves other people being there and them doing their jobs too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I at least control my hustle. If I didn't really,
But
put
you're only
effort,
as weak as your weakest link.
No.
Basically, so everybody
Not-
have to do their job.
Not for me.
No, but what I'm trying to say is, if everybody doesn't pull their weight and do their job, then the conglomerate doesn't make
Yeah,
as
the
much
whole
money.
thing is a
So
failure.
the
Right.
shit is so
he's
this is the
getting
nice thing
at
about
is
me.
like-
I can do all of it.
Yes.
At least,
Right,
at
but
least
you're
for
gonna
my
make
department.
more money if
At least
there's
for
more
my-
But if
parts
they're not-
adding to it.
so
Oh, most certainly.
That's what I'm saying.
And if
so
they're
if
not
one
doing
part
it-
doesn't add and it takes away, then it takes away from the
But
whole
that's
sum.
what happens when you get to a level to where your business is so big, you have to control other
Right.
and get your cut.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
that's-
Yeah, I'm not arguing with you.
Yeah. I'm just saying
So
that's how
that-
the world. That's how the whole business structure works. You know
Right.
what I mean?
that is where the column of the mindset comes in, you know, and people
Then you
decide
start,
to work
but
with
then
it.
when you really get to a boss level, you start understanding the mindset of how richer people are like, "Fuck you, bro. I hustle for this shit."
Right. No, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Hell
I've
yeah.
done my time in the trenches.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know,
Right.
like,
Hell
If
yeah.
you didn't find something to dig in the trenches too, that's not my fault. I'm not badding you.
and on top of that, the employees that I'm training, I am training in the hustle that made me money when I was at their level that I wasn't taught. And now I'm at
I'm
this
teaching them how
level,
to not
and
make the
they're
mistakes
like,
I made.
Oh, I
'Cause I already
have
made 'em.
I have 10 sales this month when companies nearby the same level only have 2. But you're like, I taught you my hustle. This is my company, bitch. I taught you my hustle, which brought me to this position. And in 20 years, you'll have your own dealership.
So
I'm okay with
Dave and I were talking the other day about the hustle, and it's like we were talking about somebody coming into our career as a tradesperson, knowing nothing at 30-something years old, and it's like, just because you're 30-something years old, it doesn't mean that the process changes for you. You still have to do the fuck shit that we had to do when we were 18 years old because we got in it early. Just because you're getting in it late doesn't mean that you get to bypass doing all the fuck shit.
Or
you have to pay your dues as well.
On the flip side, or you're really fucking good. You know what I'm saying? Like you're really good. You're
Yeah, but you gotta
you're
learn.
exceptionally good.
But you have to learn to get
Not
good.
if you're a savant.
This is true.
Well, I'm gonna add
Touche.
And that it exists.
Yeah, because one of my boys is
I've
nasty.
seen
This
it.
dude just he's nasty. He
I'm
taught
going to
himself
agree
mad
with
shit.
him, and I'm going to agree with you in saying if you can talk to a customer like you're their next boyfriend and get them to sign up for whatever, you might skip a few steps.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how it works.
There's some
Yeah,
talents
but that
give you a leg
comes
up.
with owning yourself, you know.
Yes.
Because what you're doing, what a lot of people don't even understand how energy works. When you are in the customer service, right? What you're doing is temporarily leasing your energy to somebody to the point where they are convinced that they have now become a part of your brain.
Okay.
Right? So if I am selling you a car, I have to convince you that I will drive this car. That simply means that I have to put my energy in your car as a passenger.
Yeah.
And when I'm ready to come out, you start saying, oh, fuck, I probably bought the wrong car. Because now you're by yourself
Buyer's
within your own
remorse.
energy. Right? So, like, if you're not confident in yourself, right? If you're not owning your entire position as a person, there's nothing you can do in this world. Nothing. Than follow instructions.
Because I can't even say that. I have met weak, successful people. I can't even say that I haven't.
All you have to do is hold yourself
Because
responsible.
you can be born with it.
You just got to hold yourself responsible.
You know what I mean?
You can be born with what?
Yeah, well,
You can be born with a silver spoon and just have money, etc. And
No, but
be
that-
born
Oh,
successful.
oh,
But,
oh. No, but-
everyone who's made themselves successful, I've never met a weak person that made themselves successful.
Oh, got you.
Is what
Well,
Listen,
so when you look at that, it's like a 25-year business compared to a 100-year business. A 25-year business, Daddy could have made it, passed it off to you, it flops. A 100-year business, they taught the practices generation to generations, and it's carrying on.
Because it's still in business 100
Yes.
years later. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if at the end of the day, like what you see a lot of like second and third generations destroying their families' businesses, running them right into the ground. But I mean, I think what changed my whole outlook on life, right, was if I'm going to be if life is going to be good, it's going to be a part of a society, right? Agreed? Mm-hmm. Right?
Wholehearted.
So I know,
unless you don't want to be part of a society.
So then I need it.
No.
But
As a
otherwise,
human being,
if
you
it's going to
wanna
make
be.
it work, it's society, right?
Yeah, I don't disagree.
I just want to be a viable part of society.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't figure out where to get in, where to fit in, to add to society, then what the fuck do I exist for?
I agree.
Well,
Because if you're not adding, you're taking away.
But I hope you can do what you want to do in life to add to society. But if not, just add to society.
Right.
But find the
Get in where
means-
you fit in.
Flip burgers.
Yes,
Yeah.
find
Fuck
the
it.
means that
Gladly,
does
though.
both.
Yeah.
That like
and own that
I'm
shit.
prospering at the same time I'm watching those around me excel because of it. You know, like that's a wonderful thing.
There's a difference between a boss and a leader.
So you see, the hospital teach you everything about life, You have two type of people in this life. The patient and the patients. You understand? The patients and the patients. So messed up, don't. You have people who are fucked up and people who are waiting on those who are fucking up. You understand? For example, now, you are patient because you put in the work in yourself. You have people who are not patient. They go and work for somebody else. And they work for somebody else with no patience. They don't work with an expectation that, you know what, I'll put in years of work in here because I actually want to own my stuff. But this is the learning channel. This is a free university. I tell anybody this. If you are working for anybody for more than 3 years and you're not upgrading, you're probably not living right. You should, if you are working for a company for 6 years, it should be of the same equivalence as you going to school. 6 years you should be in your master's.
But well, you know what I also say?
Yeah.
If you didn't take any initiative to push your career any further, and you could just be
Back to being lazy.
You could be happy where you're at too, though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like that life could just work perfectly for you, right? But if it's on you, in my opinion, to advance that, because I also look at it. I try to look at it as an owner's perspective. If no one's making any noise about what they're being paid, why the fuck would I initiate that?
Agreed.
Unless I'm making enough to where I can be like, you know what, these guys really put in this extra hustle. They just, I'm going to give them raises.
That was going to be my next point because that's going to make you more money in the long run because they're going to want to work for you.
I'm with the exception of those times.
Right.
I'm not going to probably initiate that combo. I'm thinking they're happy, I'm happy, we're happy.
No, I'm
Right.
not.
This
I'm
is our
not,
deal.
I'm not saying that you should go ahead and start, small fires for no reason.
No. But I'm saying you should
What
be
I'm
the one
saying-
pushing your career for
What I'm saying to you, the only way you can have the best people is to have the best people, and the best people are always forward thinking. They are never complacent. Because the most successful persons that I have, interacted with, they are always uncomfortable with their position.
Yeah,
and
they always
reaching
want
for
more. Yeah.
Right? Now, the persons that are in the workplace one position for 35 years. And sometimes they say that they have to maintain that stability because of children and this and that and that. I can understand that. I can respect that. But let's say a person that, we don't have any responsibility. 35, 45 years, you don't have a child. What the fuck are you doing with life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're stagnant.
You understand? I would personally fire you for being in the company so long for not doing anything.
There's a lot of people that don't want kids, though. Some of them.
I'm gonna tell you, but he's not talking about the kid part.
No, we're talking
he's
about
saying,
responsibility.
He's saying you didn't move
own a
forward in your
house,
career
something.
because you had kids. He can respect that. But if you don't have kids after 30 years and
I
you're
got you,
still in the same place,
No
what the fuck are you doing?
No kids, no
That's
mental
what he's saying.
responsibility. What are you
Again,
doing?
My friend,
unless you're happy where you're at.
I'm gonna drop something a little bit contradictory.
Yeah, but who's happy with mediocre?
Some people, you know what? If their life works and they're actually adding to society, fuck it.
Well, you're not adding to society.
But it doesn't work if
you're
it's
not
mediocre.
being productive.
But if you're filling a productive role, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be grinding the hardest in the world, but if what you're doing, like, let's say at the end of the day, you're the janitor at a high school, if that life works for you and you're in your zen, you're not struggling or anything like that. But
not disagreeing.
Some people are happy in that position.
Okay,
and they're adding to society.
Not disagreeing with you. However,
they're fulfilling that role. That janitor, the janitor in the school needs to happen.
Hold on. Success in that janitorial role isn't just being a janitor, though. Now that janitor wants to have other janitors underneath him and be the boss of the janitors.
Maybe.
Please.
That's a big
That's upward progress.
Bro, but that's super speculative. Like, you don't know if that's going to...
Agreed, but what I'm saying is you don't have to stay just as the janitor. You can still move up. It's what I'm trying to say.
Yo, so
I'm just saying you threw a very subjective statement
agreed.
in there.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying you don't have to stay as just a janitor. You can still be successful.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I'm going to throw a wrench in the cogs right now, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
If you roll back to about 1960 and you look at a janitor, he could support him, his wife, his kids in an apartment in New York. And now you roll forward to now. A janitor can't only do that or less do that. They have to have a second job. Their wife has to have a job. And then they may have to have a second job just to sustain like a comfortable living standard.
We both make good money and both of our wives have a job. Mine has 2.
Here's where we're at. There was a time that was only 40 years ago that only the male could work. And when that male worked, he could sustain a whole household. And he would come home to dinner on his plate. Granted, I don't want to play this game about, women don't need to be locked in the kitchen and bullshit. Guess what? She didn't have to work.
That's the point.
Yeah.
She could have made them dinner or not. Regardless, she didn't have to work.
Right.
No, so the
But
problem...
all of the persons that
is,
we're mentioning just now, none of them were
But
complacent.
Nowadays...
None.
No, they weren't. They wanted more, which is why they got
If you have a
more.
house with more than, 2 kids... Not only both of you have to work.
This is my prediction.
One of you may have to work 2 jobs.
Friends, grab that and bring it, pass it that way.
This is the bottle?
Yeah.
This is my prediction, right? I predict that the young are finding all these different ways. Is someone grabbing it? Are finding all these different ways of making money, right? I think what's going to happen is that that's where it's going right now. That's where like all these jobs as janitors, they don't pay as shit, right? Because that's not what it's kind of like the new generation coming up. They're not really applying for these plumber jobs or whatever the case may be until they're in some situation where they have to.
Where they're in
right?
some shit.
But so I think what eventually could happen is it will get to the point where no more money can be made off of this shit because no one's buying into it no more because all these jobs and businesses are closing or this or that's happening, right? Then they're eventually going to not be able to make money off fucking internet because if people can't afford to have a phone or pay for internet, even with the Obama phone, like that's only going to go so far for so long. It's going to go back to needing those basic jobs. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is that generation ain't going to do that shit.
Knowledge will be lost.
Right. And that could potentially fuck a lot of shit.
I hear that.
That's why people talk about, like, I'm not trying to say it in an ignorant way, but immigrants, right? That people are mad that they're still in jobs. But you know what I'm saying? People are mad that they're still in jobs, right?
But they're really good at what they're doing, and I totally respect.
I seen a
that
comedian
shit.
say, "Great job stealing a janitor."
So many of them,
right.
Yeah, so many of them are laborers that
They
I
work
feel
fucking
like
hard,
the
bro.
Democrats have opened up the borders to take them in, to take those jobs that are like janitorial.
Because no one else wants to do them.
To open up the universal cost of living allowance. That is why. So you can do nothing and make $4,300 a month right now. You don't have to work, but you get $4,300.
Who?
Because
Where do I sign up?
No, that is the universal cost of living allowance right now.
Nobody gave me $1,000 a week when I didn't work.
I see listen, so I see a lot of income, right? Because selling cars, you see a lot of different income, bro.
He said a lot of
and
income.
I see what a lot of people are making on SSI, and they're making like $1,800 to $2,200. That's a bulk of them. That's what they're making.
A month or a week?
A month.
Right.
Right. And from there, they're on assisted living, but a lot of times they're not as well. Right, because assisted living doesn't always have houses available that are assisted living qualified.
Right.
Right. There is projects and shit like that, obviously, right? But sometimes they're not all got rooms. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is that level is all the goods and commodities have increased so much. A lot of that shit still has not increased. I'm still seeing these incomes to this day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a lot of these people are fucked. They can't get a $200 car payment right now.
Look here, develop a skill.
$200?
Listen, develop a skill.
$200-$300.
I'll give you an example.
When you only make $1,800 a month, what the fuck you
So when I first met my wife, she
develop a skill. Develop a skill.
Yeah.
I tell anybody
you could still do something.
Most of the persons from the 60s. My father born 1935. Can't tell me shit. I've been living in his back from 1935 till now. So listen, develop a skill. If you are doing a job as a teacher, a janitor, whatever the fuck you do, develop a skill. It will literally cut half the cost of your life.
Mm-hmm. So
invest your mind in something that you need 4 skills. One that is mechanical, right? One that is carpentry, right? The third one is going to be financial, and this one is going to encapsulate the first.
In computers,
right? And computer, right? You have to make sure that you keep on par with skills. I'm not telling you to be the best in these skills, but you must have basic knowledge as to how to do this. First thing first, if this month you have to change, like, let's say you've got to change brake pad, and you have to change this little post right here. That is literally $1,000 you could save if you had accumulated 2 skill sets.
Yo, if you're paying $1,000 for that, let me know when you need it done.
Exactly. So
that's some shit I'll figure out.
Speaking of which, I need some shit done.
I'll get that
No,
done.
but so to piggyback off of what Frank was saying, so when you're in those fixed income situations, like when I first met my wife, she was there, no slight at all. She was a single mom doing her fucking thing. You know what I mean? I mean, this is no slight. But she living in the projects because that's where she had to live because she was a single mom. You know what I mean? Her options were limited. So, I was like, yo, so why don't you get a raise? She's like, I can't. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, because if I get a raise, state looks at my shit and goes, oh, you make more money? We're jacking your rent up. When we moved out of there, it was for a multitude of, obviously we don't live in the hood, but I was also like, yo, once we get married, they're going to see, 1, that you're married, 2, they're going to see my income, and they're going to jack our rent up for a two-bedroom apartment to fucking $1,200 because the person on the other side of the wall from us was paying almost $2,000 for the same fucking apartment. And she was a single mom, but her job was good, and they were like, you make too much money. So they charged her more than I pay now for my 5-bedroom apartment for that 2-bedroom apartment in the hood. They set you up where you can't succeed. You can't get above that because anytime you start to get above it, they take that shit from
you. Yo, listen. There's a Jamaican saying, you see? The hand that feed you is the hand that can poison you.
Yeah.
You want to hear some shit, though?
So
real quick?
As long as you're eating from the table.
You want to hear some shit real quick? That's why I bought a house.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. That's what we're trying to do. That's the point.
No, that's why I bought a house.
But the system is not set up for you to actually succeed and get out.
I seen what was going to be the life of paying rent.
Oh, yeah.
And I bought a house.
Yeah, no, that's the whole point. We moved out and we're buying a house as well.
How old are you?
I'll be 40 next week.
You should have bought your own house.
I wasn't
yourself
there yet.
As a man.
I wasn't there yet.
You
should have got yourself
I had to live and learn, baby.
Listen, don't hit him with that because
I don't even take it like that.
No, I've had to depend on other people too.
The most important thing is that you're in the presence of 3 men, and we recognize you as one. You understand? Because you put in the work.
Hell yeah.
Right. Because you put in the work.
Yeah. Success is subjective.
Yeah,
every person's level of success is different. Or definition of success.
That's why I say if you're happy, you're happy.
Yeah.
We're over time.
We are. We've been over time.
Oh, shit. All right, well, I guess we're getting the fuck out of this bitch.
It was lit.
We appreciate y'all.
Shout out to everyone that came through.
Yeah, man, as usual, like, share, subscribe, tell somebody about it. Yeah, man, a lot of work putting in, Respect
Peace
it
out,
and
y'all.
share it.
We appreciate you much. Come back. People. Make sure you come back
everyone.
next.
Make sure tell everyone. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Fucking tell your enemies.
All right.
Tell
y'all
them
have a
too.
good night. Come back next week. MurphyToMedia.com. Just me and Frank.
Peace.
Let's go. I bust move. so crazy. As you move, once you think you got a hold of me. I said, baby, I ain't no fool, I got some things you wanna see. I just roll up, smoking loud, we on my crew, all understand. We're coming to jam, so sure they hold up. You ought to think right now about what's your master plan. Tell me, girl. Watch me bust, you're falling up, you do. How I bust, while you lay. Watch me bust, you're falling up, you do. How I bust, while you lay. Come on. I said, lady, any minute with you to me feels like two. And I ain't jaded, but I'm surprised by just how much I'm feeling you. So if you leaving, I won't stress your crew, just take my number down. Come on tomorrow morning, I'll be at the Waffle Spot, you better stay in town. I'll get some breakfast with me, girl. Watch me bust, you're falling up, you do. How I bust, while you lay. Watch me bust, you're falling up, you do. How I bust, while you lay. When the bass start kicking and the homies all getting, who the hell know where to go? Came through in the Jeep, pulled up on the street with the freaks, saying hello to the winner we know. It's like I found a secret. Homies raised getting down for seasons, moving pieces like telekinesis. I'm from all levels, an intelligent greaser. Yeah, like Travolta, don't tell me to ease up. I'm about to get shorty, you're right from my streets up. Ain't lace the beat, you know you getting your feet up. Reaching, you getting clipped, homie, like you snipping your trees up. But all these damn shoes on my visa. I'm hot. From radio waves to playing on stage, I having fun at all the places we stay. You walked in here, saw your face and the way that you play. Couldn't hide my eyes, gave it away. Watch me bust, you're falling up, you do. How I bust,